I'm Arnie.
He said, what you
Arnie.
Alicia.
Miles.
Mike.
I'm playing all roles. Say it. I'm sorry, y'all gonna have to say y'all name again. What's your name, sir? I have to change the camera.
Change the camera.
It's on the share.
Arnie. Is we live? Yeah. All right, so I'm gonna make sure I ain't with my phone. That's still on my charge. I'm still getting some juice. It's all right.
Alicia.
Miles.
Man.
All right. A lot of men. Don't laugh. Feel like they are experienced when it comes to having sex. Probably because they've been with a lot of women. But most women say that men are conservative. Like, don't want to try anything, don't want to try new things. Even talking to y'all, how do you feel, Alicia? Don't ask you.
I said I knew you were gonna ask.
I mean, you was ready. You dived.
I mean, I was ready. Okay. Conservative, I mean, to each its own. It's whatever you feeling at the moment. That's what I think. If you ain't feeling it and it's not what you want to do, then, hey, don't do it. Find you somebody that want to do it. Whatever it is. You're saying men are conservative as far as, like, what y'all like to do in the room?
Like, we're basic. Like, we don't. I've had a female told me, like, when we hear exploring things, the first thing we think about is, like he said, don't touch my booty.
Don't touch that, Joe.
Don't touch my booty. And I mean, rightfully so, because that's probably the first thing that came to my mind. But they mean just, I guess, she was like, men don't even, like, won't even moan. And I was like, that's a little iffy.
I mean, if they ain't moaning, then that's on the girl.
Mm.
Yeah. That ain't got shit to do with the man.
Mm.
That has absolutely nothing to do with the dude. If a dude is in your room and he ain't moaning, then that is clearly not up to the guy.
Oh, shit.
You ain't doing nothing.
Right, if you ain't getting one of those, like, oh, shit.
Yeah, like, oh, shit, then you ain't doing nothing. If it's quiet and y'all in there just humble with each other, then...
I mean, you watch pornos. I mean, dudes don't be in there like...
I can hear the old shit moment. But
Yeah, they might oh shit, but that's what I'm saying. But a lot of times they just like moan. Look, see, right?
I don't know which one.
I don't know about
Wyatt
moan.
Lucci moan?
Yeah, like
they
moan.
Moan.
Like you know them ghetto ones where the niggas got the socks on and shit, and they be moan. Ooh yeah, they be saying everything. So I don't know which one.
It was locked up.
It was locked up.
I don't know.
I can't go out like that.
I don't. I mean,
Like men are basic.
Yes and no. Yes and no.
Why yes?
Because it is just the basics, like, okay, you know, touch on some titties, lick a poom poom, you know, bend you over, bop, 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 intermission, maybe from the side, and then it's like, get on top, ride a little bit, and it's just like, I
where's
need
the
something
exploration?
exciting. Like,
Where's the exploration?
exciting.
I
Do you
get where
expect
she going.
somebody to eat that monk off the dribble?
No, I
Okay.
don't.
Okay.
How old are you?
30.
You're 30. Oh,
30.
But the reason why I say that is because I'm not a big fan of dick sucking. I will do it. Don't get me
How
wrong.
old are you? That's what
But no, like, but it's like, if it's not going to be like a mutual thing. I
Right. You give
understand,
me a
know what
present,
I'm
I give
saying?
you a present.
Right.
Right. Everybody can't be out here presentless. We got everybody. You know what I mean? Got to give you a gift, I give you a gift. I understand that. But off the dribble, a lot of, women expect that off the,
Because it gets you going. It gets you going. Like,
So I actually
I
gonna say no, a
understand.
nigga is super excited when he
But
even,
what you think gets that man going? You gotta speak into that microphone like I'm doing right here. It's open mic night. You see what I'm saying? You
I
gotta
don't
speak
have
into
no.
that microphone.
I don't have no problem asking.
Right.
Jodeci.
Yeah, you gotta speak into that microphone.
So I mean, when you said we don't, what you say? There's no exploration.
Exploration.
What y'all mean? What y'all want
I
us
mean,
to
you
explore?
can make a man like moan just off of the tip of your fingers. If you know where to touch a man out and how to rub on him and know how to use your hands properly, you can get him going way before having to put your mouth on him. You just have to know what to do.
Explore different things.
Explore, and the man
like-
should be able to do the same thing. Like you, where I get where she coming from too. Like just position, Kool-Aid break, position. Kool-Aid. Not that. Like let's take it out this room. Let's take it out this room. Let's go do something. Let's not just be here like.
Oh, so exploration. So pretty much you just wanna
You want to be in the
right.
elevator.
You
want
wanna
it to be fun at all
you wanna
times.
go
You
on the
don't
back of
wanna-
the balcony.
You don't
You
want it to
want
be the same all the time. You want to be able to guess at different moments. You don't know what's gonna come and how it's coming.
That's exciting.
That's exciting. But when you know you're going in that room and you're like, oh shit.
no, I gotta lift this
Let me
leg
turn
up.
on. Yeah, like
me
that
lift this
type.
leg
Yeah,
up.
let me lift this leg up. Man.
Yep.
Oh shit. Okay.
Let me
it's
give
gonna
him a
get
little.
on.
Let me get a little rub in. Let me get a little,
Yeah.
a little
me
pocket
pop
jack.
it.
Yeah.
Touch
all
the
right.
nipple a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
It's time.
You ready? And then and 5 minutes later, both of y'all sleep. That's boring.
Damn.
Oh shit.
That's boring. And them 5 minutes be the longest 5 minutes of your life. When you look at that clock, it's 5 minutes.
Nap
Rolling
time.
your
What would
eyes
you say?
and
Fucking ain't
start.
nothing but 2 pumps in the ground. Like once you look at the time,
Nap
it shit's
time.
grow. It's you got to make it exciting. That's what I think. And I think the older you get, you have to make it exciting. Like
said
you
the
can't.
older you
The
get,
older
you
you
have
get,
to
you
make
have
it
to. Yeah, because after a while, people start to lose their sex drive, and after a while, they don't even give a damn no more. So the older that you start to get, you have to
That'd be
keep it more.
Hey, Joe, ching, bing, bing, comments.
Hey, that nap be something vicious. You know what I mean? You can't expect that. That's something uncontrollable. You gotta understand, like they said, when right, that the Kool-Aid break.
Kool-Aid break.
When you release that pressure, it's the tank empty. You gotta
Yeah.
recruit, like I don't know what's going on. See,
Regenerate.
yeah, juice something. That juice do something different. That give you that extra. Be like, all right, we'll go another like 20.
I don't.
You walk, you know what? I ain't even get this little 20.
So that's all that y'all are saying though about men being conservative.
I mean, I don't think y'all conservative. I think you're gonna do what you want to do. You can always be a boring ass sex partner, and you got another boring ass sex partner, and y'all might like that shit. You know, it's just I think it's totally up to the people.
Definitely, it is up to the people and in the moment.
That too. The moment.
The moment.
The moment.
How many?
Y'all don't know what the moment
How many?
is? How do y'all
How many
feel
the
when
moments do you have?
I mean, shit. If y'all got
I
a
had
good thing going, a
experience,
lot of
like-
moments.
Okay.
So in
right.
the moment, my toes was getting sucked on, and I'm like, ooh, you know, like that's different.
You know what? When
feels-
that shit comes up, like
feels
when that come up, the first thing I be thinking about is, oh my god, I walked on these motherfuckers all day. Like, and this dude want to put my fucking feet in his mouth. Like, that's why it's just certain. For me, it's certain parts of the body that I feel don't belong in your mouth. And your ass is one of them, because in the medical field, whether y'all know it or not, there is such a thing called it's not oh my
Piranha
God.
boy.
Oh, people crazy into that now. That's the move.
What? No,
This
oh my
ass.
God. I know, but what it's
People
called.
with this ass
being,
shit.
being a piranha
No,
boy.
what I meant to say is that people should not want to be licking assholes and shit, because your ass carries C. diff. C. diff. If C. diff is a bacteria that
You got more
everybody
bacteria underneath your fingernail than in your asshole. So if
C.
you
diff
bite your
is in
fingernails,
ass.
you eating ass at the same time. You can Google it right now.
You can
No, but seriously, C. diff is a bacteria that's in your ass. And if you lick an ass and you put it in your mouth, you're gonna have C. diff in your. It's a given. Everybody in this room got C. diff in their ass.
No, I was about to say.
Everybody does.
Yeah.
I'm just going from the medical field. Everybody does. It doesn't mean that you got it and you can like give it to. It's a bacteria.
So
in
they
your
shouldn't be eating ass.
unless you want C. diff and die in 6 months of dehydration, cause you ain't gonna do nothing but throw up and shit.
Throw up and shit for
Throw up
eating
and shit. You ain't gonna be able to do nothing. You ain't gonna be able to keep shit down.
It's a
C.
double
diff will
whammy.
kill you. So hey, I mean,
All you niggas out there eating.
hey.
They must
I heard what
build
she
an
said.
immune
No,
system
you
to
know
that.
these young boys off the
shit
dribble.
new.
These young
Motherfucker
they
green.
do
That
that.
shit different now.
over there.
Like Bob, we grew up. See, I understand Bob and a lot of stuff that Bob be
what's the bar
talking
look
about
like?
because me and Bob like grew up.
Charge.
When we grew up, you got talked about if you ate coochie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
They talked about you.
you did.
Talked
They-
about you.
Like you got pilled in school. Like kids would pill you because they knew that they be like, oh,
you ate the
such and
booty.
such was eating pussy.
Yeah.
You be like, ooh.
Yeah, you couldn't even. You wasn't even
Why
eat
though?
pussy.
Why?
Because we was young and it was
Right, but now it's just so
Like,
it's
that's
just
the
so
move.
right.
Yeah.
That's the automatic.
That's the move from the jump. I don't even want nothing else. Don't even pull your pants down. Just give me head and leave.
fuck.
Oh, what?
Yeah,
To this.
He said,
Who
yeah.
started this?
yeah. With nothing. Like that's it. Like you go. Thank you. Yeah, they was out there. We used to talk about them.
We talked about you bad.
Bad. Ooh,
You was out there eating monkey.
monkey eater.
But y'all wanted it done to y'all, but y'all just didn't want to do it in reverse.
I don't know. I was out here dry humping. I was the dry hump master. I was out here just dry humping.
Yeah, we wanted it done to us, but we ain't want it.
Yeah, you're right.
We ain't want to return that
100%.
favor.
Okay, so when did you feel like you had the balls to do it?
I was drunk.
Oh shit.
I had to be drunk.
When you meet somebody that you-
It didn't come off nobody. I had to be drunk, and it had to, like Bob said, it's gonna have to be somebody that you have.
Just
Like-
you rock with her.
Yeah,
Yeah, pretty much. You thought you was in love.
yeah, this little swamp thing,
Yeah.
swamp
you thought
thing.
you was in love.
Yeah,
You thought you
swamp,
was in love.
swamp thing.
You loved it or
You love
Was
this
it
thing.
the,
loved it or.
Yeah, there's some that you go to unlimited
Yeah,
territories.
that's where it comes back to that conservative. So you know you.
I ain't eating no booty though.
Oh,
That's out. I may have disappointed somebody, but that's out for me.
It's not even a request.
They're out here getting exposed. Video.
No, we don't. They don't care though now.
No, they don't.
No,
They don't
they
even. It's
definitely
cool.
don't.
So
Like
I mean,
they're like,
maybe-
oh, you
maybe
eat
they
ass? Oh,
conservative
okay.
then.
Like
Nowadays, right?
I didn't know. I didn't even know that was really a thing until I was out in Cali and my homeboy in the Marines. He was like, "Yeah, man, I just eat it from the rooty too." I'm like, "What? You
They
eat
do
from
everything
the
you got.
Oh, nowadays men want it.
Yeah, my man Trick.
Oh.
Yeah, they
Oh,
talk about
yeah.
Hell no.
Oh yeah, they in the way.
putting their legs up. You putting your legs up? Is you gonna put your legs up? I feel less of a man if I had to sit there and put my legs up.
Okay.
No
Okay.
testosterone.
Hold on. Okay. I just got a small story, and I just want somebody to verify to me if, like, this was somebody. This ain't my story. Okay. It's just something I heard.
Third person.
Yeah, third person. So tell me what you would think if a man did this in front of you. What would be your ultimate thought? If you done did the deed, you done did the deed. You're on your Kool-Aid break, and you're talking, and this person just out of the blue says, "Hey, I bet if I wanted to, I could suck my own dick."
No man.
Hold on. Say that, right? And before you can even gain
No man
your
should ever
thought,
say that.
before you can even gain your thought and like what the fuck did this dude just say? And you turn around and the person has thrown their legs up
Come on, man.
and their ding-a-ling is right here on the chin, right?
Come on,
The ding-a-ling is right here on the chin.
Come on, man.
So like if the person puts their head down, the tip is going in. So what are you thinking? Are you thinking like,
Where the fuck you been? Is what I'm
He sucked
thinking
his
right
where
now.
have you been,
Like-
Deb? Are you
No, I'm
thinking
asking you.
that?
No.
Are you thinking
I'm
that?
thinking, where have you been?
He already
Come over
did
that
it.
question.
Where am I? I didn't say that was me.
I'm just
exactly
saying,
what I was thinking.
Where's some shit like that?
some
This was somebody else.
I can do it myself.
I bet.
Somebody else. This
I wonder if I
wasn't
can
me.
suck my own dick. Oh, hold on. Let me
We were
see.
just, the
Huh.
person just asked, like, do you think he really sucked his own dick? And I'm like, yeah, especially if his dick hit his chin. Like, all he had to do was put his head down, and that was it.
I'm
Nah.
sorry. You gotta
Must have been a
go.
mouse.
Go
He
suck your
must
dick
be
at
very
home.
flexible.
That's what he said, too.
He gotta be-
That's it.
He said, I played football in high school. I was flexible, and he just
Well,
And
you
taught
ain't
yourself how to
stretched.
suck your own dick.
He ain't been stretching.
I just didn't understand,
the
like,
wrong
what
That's
that
just
makes
weird.
him.
Off
That is-
ribble,
that's-
that's a
like,
turn off. So
like, what
off
the
ribble,
fuck?
I
That
see
make him
that.
suspect?
I'm walking
Yeah,
out.
does it make him suspect? And is
Would you
this
walk-
something that
you
men
walk
do
out?
in their spare time?
Hell no.
That's not that's not the
Not-
that's
not no
nothing
man.
that I man has
About
ever done in
here,
my
let me
spare
see.
time.
Let me see if I can
Never.
suck my own.
Never
Yeah.
thought that. Never
I-
tried that ever.
okay.
I can only speak for
Life
myself
history.
as a man.
It was just a question.
No, I've no.
Hell no.
Suck my own dick.
For what? Fuck. That's suspect.
I
You can't even, not your own.
not your own. I know. I just.
Not nobody's. What you mean?
Right,
Not
like,
your
right,
own?
like, what the fuck?
You're not just supposed to be sucking dick.
I'm just
What
saying,
you
you
talking
can't
about?
suck your dick. I'm just
No,
saying, you
you're
can't
not
try
even
suck your
supposed to
own
suck
dick.
someone else's dick.
Nigga, no
Dick
shit.
sucking is zero. Tall. There's no dick sucking.
Absolutely.
Suck. Oh, you suck your own. No, you're not sucking no
Hell
dick.
no.
Don't suck no dick.
Next.
I think it's. I feel like that's impossible.
All right.
Man,
suck your own
that's
dick.
not even something that we need to be having too much more of a discussion about.
Next
I'm
one.
sorry. I just asked the question because
So
we were
what's the
talking
next
about
question?
conservative and we're talking about
the
what
next
men do and what
question?
they don't do. So that was a
Right.
question.
That's not something
was
that
put
I,
out there.
as a man, have ever.
Oh, she said she seen the male.
Come on, man.
Male stripper
She
did
said
it.
she
I
seen the
haven't
male
went
stripper
to-
do it.
Hey, that shit got 4 rubber bands on that dick, and it got like a little lift sack underneath it. Like, ain't no way, got a string and all that shit. Cause
Still,
I've been
hell
seeing there.
no.
Ain't no one hard for that long for 2 hours.
hours
Ain't no
dancing
fucking
and
way
shit.
with the rubber band
I
dick.
was always wondering. That's what it is.
It's rubber band. It's holding the blood, so they just sitting there, just.
I was wondering.
Yeah, ain't no way. They probably get a little Viagra, a little honey pack.
I like
I
it.
never.
Yeah, it
took
ain't nothing wrong. Hey,
I like
hey,
it.
it's all right. Hey,
I was
hey,
learn
listen.
something new
Y'all
every
ever
day.
took
for
one of
sure.
them pills?
What pill? Viagra?
Oh.
I've never taken it.
I'm on
Any of
natural.
them- any of them
Natural.
What's that?
Natural. I don't take none of them blue rhinos, none of them little yellow jackets, none of the honey
The
packs.
shit at Country
You
Fair.
have all that. That get right.
Stackers.
You go see my man Ag Bob at the old BP on Buffalo.
Listen,
Boy,
I've
man
had-
get you right at 4:00 in the morning.
I've had no problem with being 30 seconds in done
Yeah.
before I take some type of enhancement drug. But I'd rather
Yeah.
be clowned than be drugged, fam. To be quite honest,
Yeah,
you know.
yeah.
You're like,
Hey,
fuck it,
Period.
oh,
I'd
you
rather
wanna
be.
stop?
I'd rather
Wanna
be the
stop?
guy.
Take
you
it like a
clown-
W.
Listen,
Like, I want to stop.
Listen.
I'd rather
I
be.
seen what it
I'd
do.
rather
See,
be that
listen.
guy.
I never
that
took
just-
it. I don't know. You know, I don't.
Hey, Bob, you know this
Nobody
thing
here.
out
4
here.
hours.
Todd,
I
just
gotta
need
get
to
a
took a
needle.
pill,
Bob.
Todd.
Bob.
Look at his face. Todd, you took a pill,
I
Todd.
had to.
Fuck it, Todd. Why?
Come on.
Hey. Oh, see, nah, Bob. Hey, I'm gonna tell you right now, Bob. They out here slanging Viagra. Okay,
Yeah, it's
they're
on there.
they slanging Viagra
did-
like somebody slaying some other. They're slanging Viagra out here.
Nigga, for what?
What does Viagra do for y'all? Just
These
get y'all an
nothing.
erection or
No,
just
listen.
have you
This is
going
what I
for
try
a
to
long
tell you.
period of time?
You gon' your
Erection.
dick
Well,
will
that
be
joint ain't
hard for
going
2
down.
days. You hear me?
That joint ain't going down no matter what you do to it.
Listen, I'd rather take my L.
days.
I'm old though. Take my L, take my
2
nap. I
days.
ain't about to be on
Hey,
drug.
I'm gonna tell you what you need to do if you ever feel like you can't get your dick hard. Go to the store, get you some Arizona iced tea,
Oh shit.
ginseng, drink like 3-4.
Dude,
You're
four
gonna
of
be
them.
back. You're gonna be back in action, natural. Okay, get you some ginseng. That's what them. Hey, that's what the Chinese do. That's all that's in them pills for real. Ginseng.
That's the one.
Just a lot of it.
Drink, right? Hey.
They got it for females too. I never took one like a pink pussy or something. I think it's called.
See
A
what
pill
if
for a
so,
female?
What's
so
wrong?
right?
Why
You
y'all
know,
got
no,
one?
there is.
Keep
Turn
it
that,
wet.
turn that motherfucker
Keep
on.
it wet.
Listen,
Turn it on.
Yes, yeah.
Everybody
somebody
ain't got
told me,
wall.
listen, and
Ain't the
I
man supposed
They
to?
that
sell
if
them
you if you clowning the
Lubrication?
female for her shit being dry, it's probably because it was your fault.
Exactly.
Yes.
That's what I
Bullshit.
thought.
Majority of the time.
This is
Exactly.
Think
bullshit.
so?
Bullshit.
Exactly.
Bullshit.
Bullshit.
Mm-mm.
Now, some people may have medical problems because you have to think about it. Sex is
Damn,
a
we
mind
took it to
game.
the medical problem.
No, 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 no.
Sometimes there is.
What if your shit just trash?
I'm giving them the pass.
got a
I'm
medical
giving them a
problem.
pass.
Oh, you
Like,
got a
somebody got a
medical
medical
problem.
problem.
It's
That's
okay.
probably why
Right,
they
right. You won't get mad.
Medical
You know,
Joe,
they
I'm
got
about to
vaginal
you.
dryness. They got vaginal dryness. Some people might have a medical problem.
Right.
But for the most part, it is up to the man because it's a mind game. So if you ain't got my mind stirring and you ain't doing nothing to keep me going, then of course you ain't gonna get no response. You ain't gonna get no response. I don't care how much you try to do whatever you try to do. If you don't
So your
got my
shit just
mind-
can't be trash. Like, man, this is not it. It's my fault off the dribble.
Oh shit! I
Those
never
are
done
the medical
that.
problems.
Oh wow! So it's always if it's either your fault or it's God's
crazy.
fault.
There's no way.
It's her fault.
That's crazy.
Never her fault.
It's,
How?
I mean, no, the medical problem.
Or-
She
Ain't no-
vaginal dryness.
ain't
Be
no-
Because of-
dry
you know.
because she like ain't filling in,
Yeah,
not turned
that's-
on enough. Like
You know what?
Humor.
I
Have you
can
laid
understand
there?
that.
Have you
You
laid
know?
there with a girl and you just like, damn, ain't nothing working. You ain't getting hard. She ain't doing nothing for you.
Let me ask you.
Have you
Okay,
done
so
that?
here's the thing, right? So when that
He
happens,
knows
when
when
that-
to work and when
right.
not to
Well,
go
so
to work.
here's the thing: when that happens to a woman, is that shaming to a woman?
Huh?
Is that shaming to like? I don't know if it ever happened to either one of y'all, but is that shaming to a woman where like you got a man who really like ready to go in and you like you ain't into it to where you dry? I guess like because it's been as a man like it's like damn like how the fuck you explain it's like when you really ain't in the mood and she
It's
ready?
just like you were the only excited one.
yeah, like how do
Yeah,
like
the
is,
dude was the only excited one.
is that
The girl
shameful
wasn't
for a woman? Because it
So
seemed like
off,
women
the
like
No.
off the Richter, then that's what you expecting. You must be expecting to get that monkey lick then, because if the monkey get licked, you automatically gonna be like, oh.
if that don't work, then there's
okay,
a problem.
fellas.
So
Okay,
what?
fellas. Hold on, because not every man
that
know how
what
to
it
eat
go-
coochie.
Damn.
Okay.
We back to the eating coochie.
No, not every man know how to eat that. So
It's not a. It's,
What they be doing wrong? They be. I
don't
tell y'all what y'all be doing
I do
wrong.
not like
Some teeth.
nobody licking my vagina, the vagina. Don't
The
do
hole?
that. Don't
if
do
you
that.
put it this
That's
way,
not no
a
step.
you
man,
gotta
I'm
lick
not
the click. You want to lick the click? Then.
no, you should kiss her.
Kiss her.
French kiss her.
Right.
What?
Their
You
lips.
French kiss her. These are lips. You French kiss her. You don't just freaking.
I don't mean ain't no peck like.
all that. Yeah, that shit. You French kiss her.
And not with too much spit either. That is.
Yeah, like don't be coming up here and my ass and that's disgusting.
Swamp ass.
She said she agreed.
Have
Men
you
don't
out
know
here
how. Damn,
having
just
swamp ass?
Everybody.
That's
I
different.
agree. Not every man
Not
know
every,
how to do
no,
that.
every
Not
man
every
know how
man
to eat.
knows
Sometimes
do
you
that.
gotta direct the head, like when it's going down. Like,
You can teach them if they're willing to learn. Not every man is willing to learn. They think they know what the fuck they're doing.
like,
and
some
they
of
think
them
it's
be
you.
like hooked on phonics still. Like
I learned from Real Sex, the TV show.
Volume 12.
You-
yeah.
Like it
So
was,
mad at you
yeah,
right now.
because it was
remember Real Sex.
documentaries and stuff.
Real
Yeah,
sex, yeah.
yeah.
So
It
mad
was-
at you.
It
I
was.
remember real sex.
like,
I remember
I'm-
that.
I couldn't go to sleep, as a kid.
Hey, I was a
HBO,
freak
it's like,
young boy.
oh,
I was watching all the
That's
pornos.
nice.
Like I was just
So
watching
it's-
all the pornos. I seen what they was doing. I seen where they lack thereof. I'm
Yeah.
a visual learner.
Yeah.
I'm a
I'm
visual
probably guilty.
learner. You hear me? I'm a visual learner. And then when
With
I
the
see
door.
that,
I'm probably guilty of that though. I never was thinking like asking women what they wanted, or
yeah,
I just assumed we were supposed to just
I had to do this.
know. Right,
Like
I know
this.
how to do this.
I got to
Yeah, 'cause
hump.
you're a man, huh?
I'm about to hump.
That's,
I
that's
mean,
most of the
not because
time,
I'm a man, just because.
like you should know. You
No.
should know. Huh?
Yeah,
Young
like I
bullshit,
feel like you would
yeah,
clown me if I
I-
didn't know how.
Like if I know what I knew now, if I was a
Right, not
young
your
bull, I
face.
probably would have been a
If
boy.
no, like if I ask you, I feel like if I ask you what you like, I feel like man, he like that's how I used to feel. Like oh, he young, he don't know what I like, he don't know what women like. He asking me what I like.
Damn,
just-
what if I don't know? There's never a stupid question.
if
It's
you
just-
ask me, I'm gonna tell you what I like.
there you go.
Yeah, especially
Like,
I
if you
like-
wanna
I
know
like-
what that means.
I
don't
like a
think
person
that
that's gonna be more
childish
direct
because
and
that's
just say,
gonna
"Hey,
be- that's
there's
corny.
none of
Like,
that."
why would I look at you as childish?
Yeah.
Like, you don't know me. Like, well, of course, hopefully you do know me, unless it's like a one
And you're
night
learning.
stand and you
He's
don't know
learning
me.
you.
But right,
He's learning you. Yep.
so
I'm with that. You can ask.
yeah, please ask
mean,
me.
I know now. But I just, let's say 20s, like he said, I thought it was supposed to be assumed like I know what I'm doing. And if I don't, get the hell out of here.
Every female
Don't
ain't the
assume.
same.
Don't assume, yeah.
Everybody ain't the same.
That's what I know now. I didn't know that.
Yeah. We
just-
was dumb.
I just-
We was young, dumb, full
Yeah,
of
I
cum.
just thought I was experienced.
Yeah.
Like,
Thought we
man, this what they like. All of them.
They wasn't doing nothing.
This way.
I did. I just.
All of them like that.
They said, turn around this way.
Switch headsets with him.
Oh.
You want to switch headsets with her, sir?
Yeah.
She don't, yeah, man.
Was it small?
No, it's not even like the headset itself. It's like I feel
Oh,
like
you don't know if you
everyone
wanna
is,
put 'em
like,
on?
Super loud in my ear.
Oh.
It's a me thing, not like an equipment thing.
You told me earlier that you said females' happiness matters more than a man's.
No. That's not what I said.
Okay, what you
Not
said,
what I
sir?
So again, mind you, I'm very literal and I'm very technical with words. I said a man's happiness does not matter more than a female's. I did not say
Not more. Never. We
I-
said it was equal, and
No.
you was like, you think it's
No,
equal?
not. I don't think it's equal.
Why?
Why don't I think it's equal? Because like when you think about, again, I'm very literal and I'm very technical. When you think about the word equal, what does equal mean? Like, you know what I mean? There's certain things that a man's going to do that he should do and he's supposed to do that you don't expect your woman to do, but that she can. But when you say equal, like, what does that really mean? When you say happiness, like because
Equal happiness.
how do you
Like
rate?
as plain as plain as simple
I
as you
don't-
can put it.
I don't. Again, I'm literal and I'm
Then I
technical.
think you're making it too little. If she's
That's it.
happy,
She's happy.
I should be happy too.
Absolutely. We should both be happy.
No,
You both should be happy going
happy
in.
as hell.
Like,
Right.
Yeah.
seriously,
Seriously,
you're
yeah,
both
Right,
happy
but if I'm
going
happy,
in and
here's the
sharing
thing.
that
If I'm happy,
happiness.
it's not her job to make me happy, and it's not my job to make her happy, right?
Exactly.
So when you say the happiness is considered before you decide to go into a relationship, you should have your own happiness. You shouldn't be going to a relationship with the lack of your own happiness, correct? So if I'm 100% within my happiness and she's 50% of hers, but if I love her, do that mean that I should not be involved with her because she's only 50 and I'm 100 in my own happiness? It's not my job to give her 50.
I just don't understand why you feel like mine isn't as equal, as important as hers.
Because what I'm saying to you is, here's the thing. If you, let's say, for instance, you meet a woman who's, let's say, she's 100% whole as a woman. And then here's the thing. Me, myself, as a man, I can admit, I'm not 100% whole as a man. Do I not deserve a woman who's 100% to where her happiness, like I need to, you know what I mean? Like it's not going to be equal happiness. It's not her job to make me happy. It's my own job to make myself happy. So if I'm not too 100%, but if I fall in love with somebody who's 100%, I don't have to bend and break with her. It's not, I don't understand when you rate happiness. Like it's not, if it's not my job to make you happy and it's not your job to make me happy, how can we rate whose happiness is more important? If I got to do my own happiness, period.
Nobody's is more important. That's why I said it's
But when you
equal.
say,
That's
how
why.
is it equal, bro? Bro is what I'm saying. When you say equal, okay, so if we're not equal, let's say for instance I'm in a relationship, I decide to get in a relationship with her, and she's 100% happy in her life and everything that she's doing, everything that she has going on, right? And then she looks at me and she's interested in me and she wants to be involved with me. And let's say I'm not fully happy in myself, but I love the idea of her. I love the thought of her. Is it bad for me to get involved with her because I'm not 100% happy and she's 100% happy? Do I sell myself short of an opportunity, or do I pull her in, or do I not pull her into danger because of where it's at? I don't understand how you rate.
I think
or
that would go based off of how she responds to it.
understood, but if I know I'm not 100% and our happiness is not equal, and
But
I
how
know
are
it's
you
Do you
living?
need
How are you
or-
living in that
right,
50%?
like, do you
Are
need-
you wallowing in it? Like I'm cool at 50. We here. This my baseline. Are you like?
it's still not equal
she's
to
a-
100, bro.
But no,
However
but
you
that's
think
the
about
thing,
it, it's
though.
not
Are
equal
you
to
pulling
100.
yourself up to her 100? Because nobody says you have to come in.
If we say, I said I'm
100.
literal and I'm technical. So if we say, if you're 100 and I'm 50, you may as a woman say, I can take you as a man being 50 if you're willing to pull yourself from 50 to 100. But my 50 is not equal to 100. So you're still going to have to give me more of you than I'm able or capable of giving to you. I mean, you're going to have to give me more to me than I can of you, right? So if we're not equal, should we not be in a relationship because you got to give me more because I need you?
How long do I have to give you?
All I'm saying, but here's the thing though. Y'all say that's what I want to know.
I get what you're saying too, because
But-
it's like at a certain time, like I'm here to like help you grow,
Right.
Not
We
teach
are
you how to
helpmates.
grow.
Absolutely.
In the Bible.
You understand
Absolutely.
what I'm saying? So you coming in with the 50%, don't right off rip expect me to build you.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Like
Right.
you have to learn how to build yourself, because at any given time, if I'm always correcting you and always building you, then what kind of fucking relationship is this? You get what I'm saying? What kind of relationship if I'm constantly building you and you just happy with that 50% and you just like, hey, she love me though and I love her. Like that ain't cool. I think that mentally, you should really make sure you're mentally prepared before you give yourself to somebody else, because you're doing a lot of damage by taking your shit into somebody else's presence, especially if their presence is what they consider pure. Like if they feel like, okay, I'm at a good place in my life, and they meet you and you know you're a little cuckoo. You know what I'm saying? You know you're a little fucked up, but you just like this person, so you put on that portrayal. I seriously think that's fucked up that you would go into meeting someone and taking them all that and expecting them to help change you, but at least change you somewhat to the point. You know what I'm saying? Like how you were saying that the love has to be equal. I feel like it has to be.
I didn't say that.
No, I'm sorry. I looked at him when I said it. You know what I'm saying? Like how the love has to be equal. I feel that in a certain sense, like everybody has to bring their own happiness into that. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
And I understand if you want to learn to grow, if you like, okay, I ain't trying to put it all on you, but I
Right.
do want to learn how to grow and learn how to love you. I'll teach you how to love me.
Right.
I'll tell you what I expect. But if you just expect me to bring you up and teach you and be a man and do all that, I can't do that. 'cause
And
I
vice
ain't a
versa,
man.
though, right?
Yeah, vice versa.
Right.
I'm not a man, so I don't know how y'all feel. I don't know how y'all do.
But okay, so my fault. What you got over there? My fault. I don't know.
You good?
Oh, because then then how do you rate the happiness? Because here's the thing.
I don't think you.
I don't think there's
I don't
a rate
know. There's a
system to it.
rate
There's
system
no rate
to it.
system
So how can
And
you
if
say?
you are, how could you say what? That you're happy?
No, what I'm saying is if you saying like the happiness is
You're-
equal.
You're like, I don't know why we trying to rate it. Like,
You
if
asked the
I'm
question.
dating someone
Right.
and she's happy,
Right.
and I don't know if she's ecstatic or if she's like,
Right.
you know what I mean?
Right. So when
Just
you got-
regular,
so when you-
so as long as I know that she's happy,
Mm-hmm.
like I can tell if she's like, I don't know, sad and shit, or if I'm just having her being depressed by the shit I'm doing.
Right.
That matters.
Right.
And I know that I'm happy.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. That equally matters. That we're both happy.
Right.
And
But
when
that's
one's not draining one. Because
Yeah,
you can drain
that's
the
it.
hell out of somebody. Somebody can be there for you and you can drain their soul.
but when you think about the word happy, what does happy mean? Because I'm smiling because if she's mentally strong, like that's what I mean. When I
She's
say,
happy.
Peace.
Like you're
It's
you're
like
trying
some
to.
peace.
no, I'm not, because here's the thing. At the end of the day, you can make the word so broad and you can make
I'm
it
not
so
trying to
big.
make it broad though. That's what I'm saying.
What does happy
think
mean?
about
What
she's
is-
happy. She's happy.
Okay, all right. So here's the thing.
Happy,
Can I ask
happy,
you-
joy,
can I
joy.
can I ask the three of you ladies, as a woman, can I ask you all? What is happiness? When you say happy, if I were to ask you happy in a relationship, happy in a relationship, happy in a relationship, what does happy in a relationship mean to the three of you?
It's kind of like the word that she snuck in earlier. That's peace. I'm not worried about anything.
Okay. When you say worried about what?
I'm not worried about, is he out here doing whatever? If we are in a household together, we're equally putting into our household. My mind doesn't have to wander about him
Okay.
because he keeps it honest with me.
Okay,
The
so honesty,
intimacy level is there, and not just the physical, but the mental. And we're cool.
Okay. Anything other than that?
I had something, but it just ran away from me. So go over there.
I
till it
agree.
comes.
Okay. So
Char.
okay. So physical and mental happiness. Okay. So that's it.
No, they gotta be there spiritually. You gotta think about it. You gotta have
Okay, and I want to know as a man, I would like to know all of this,
You
because
gotta-
when I think happy, I don't just think physical and mentally happy. You got to think of all aspects of life, because there's certain people that you can serve in different manners to where they're mentally and they're physically happy, but you're not giving them other things to where it's not equal.
I mean, like if I say, "Are you happy?"
Mhm.
and she can't bring me something that she's like, yeah.
So
that
here's the
she's
thing. If
happy
you're
about,
if you're woman,
or she can't be like, "I'm upset about these things, this, and that." Like I'm happy about everything that's going on. I'm all right. I'm
But here's
fine.
okay. So
Everything is cool. I'm at peace. Like I'm checking in with her. Like,
Uh-huh.
yo, you happy? You good? Like blah 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 blah. And she like, yeah, I'm fine. This is going like, and we're open enough to talk. Like she's talking to me.
Right,
This is
right.
bothering me. I don't like when you did this.
Right.
I don't like
Yeah.
when you did that. If she's
Right.
that open, but she's telling me she's fine. Yeah, we good.
okay. I mean, but when I say like I'm a very
I
little,
think I
but
get what you mean
if
by
I were
like
to-
happiness being so broad. If you think about all the things you need and you put like cups, like you need love, you need financial support. Everybody's cup is going to look different full because I might need for me lots and lots of intimacy. So that cup is full for me. For you, you might want a lot of financial support. So that cup is fuller to you. I can understand how happiness, it's really like subjective. It's to that person.
That's why, and that's when I say like it may not be the same because again, one thing that may make you happy may not make me happy. But if somehow, some way we can meet,
Yeah, you
your
should
financial
always-
happiness may not be that important to you as it is to
It's
me.
to me, yeah.
So you might have $100,000 and be cool with that, and I might have $500,000 and be not cool with that, but we still good together because we're gonna make it work. But then in other areas, you might not be fully happy with me, and vice versa. That's what I mean when I say breaking down happiness, because it's levels and different things to certain people. Because then at the end of the day, then you think about you include children, and you dealing with certain women. Sometimes you can involve relationships with women who have children, and then some people have an expectation of a man with children. So all of that stuff comes into play, like, but we make it so broad and vague. And like I said, I'm very literal and technical to where that's why I said like I can't say one is more than the other. If you can meet each other and have an understanding to where you can
So
communicate
then
about
we're
it.
not looking at being equal. We're more so just trying to find a balance
Yeah,
that
your
works
balance.
specifically
Right.
between
Balance.
that couple.
Not equally happy, but
We're
balance.
finding a balance within our happiness.
As long as you can come to some type of resolution with everything that you do in your relationship. Like I feel like a lot of relationships don't resolve issues. They just carry them over. Like
What is
community.
those comments saying too?
Open your phone and see what they saying.
Oh, this is live?
Yeah.
Oh, is it?
Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we live. We live.
Oh shit.
Don't be. Yeah.
No, I ain't shit.
They was in there talking to y'all for real. They was definitely in there talking to y'all.
I don't know. I know, and everybody entitled to their own opinion, but that's just me. Like I said, I'm very little and I'm very technical because
I
you
get
think
it.
about certain things. Like, certain people, because if you have a conversation with somebody and they really can't define their own happiness, and somebody thinking the literal, like if I have sex with you good, and I come home every single night and you're happy with that, what I'm doing outside of those times or those moments that I'm not doing with you, you're pretty much telling me that you're happy with. But if you want more out of me and I want more out of you, I feel like in a relationship, I think people should be able to define or discuss those things, but we don't because we just say happy. Like, I'm happy you come home and I'm happy you pay the bills and I'm happy that you ain't making me look dumb out here.
Nah, it's gotta be more than that.
But I'm saying a lot of people are happy
a lot
being right
more
here
than that.
about. I'm saying, but think about it, like, and certain things I say, like, it's a lot of people who are
It's
happy
like-
here doing what they do right here, right now. Like, it's people who are a lot older than a lot of us who are happy doing. Like, I'm not happy with being not like me. I can't. Like, I want to be on the plane right now. I'm not happy with that. I want to be able to have a woman who's not happy with being able to. We gotta sit still. Like, if I want to go have a good time, I might go to the Ushers Club when I leave. Outside of that, like, I should be able to.
It's called comfortability.
Thank you.
They too comfortable.
And I'm not happy with that. But a lady might be happy with that to where our happiness is not equal to where, because if I say, all right, next week, baby, going on a plane, and she's like, I don't want to fly, and I'm cool, I'm going to go to the Elks Club. We're not equally happy.
See you later.
The Elks is letting people in.
Bye.
Look at her. See what I mean? That's what but you feel me,
Yeah,
though? You know what I
no.
mean? Like, there's certain things that people get comfortable with because we haven't exposed ourselves to other things. And I don't want to settle myself with somebody who's cool with being able to get a section and cleave, not knocking to anybody, because I don't do the section thing, but I'd rather get on the plane and fly to the other side of the country, and that's happiness for me.
Right.
But
That's
it might not
for
be
you.
happiness. Right. So when we
Right.
say equally, I don't think that I can put all of that on a burden to where a woman to where I'm not going to be in a relationship because she don't want to fly, to where my happiness is equal to hers. I might be willing to fly and she's not, but I still love her.
Shit,
to
we
where-
But
gonna
that's
drive
you.
then.
Right.
Yeah, look at this.
About to drive.
Train.
Listen,
But
we
she
gonna
might not even
drive.
want to go. But I still
You
got.
about
I
to
still
sit
might love her,
next.
and I still might want to be with her.
And
That's
it's
gonna
easy.
overall.
Okay,
that's gonna
that's-
overall play
then she
on
gonna
your
have to
mental, and then you gonna be depressed because you ain't going
You
nowhere,
ain't right.
and
You
you
ain't
ain't
with your
doing what you
significant
want to
other.
do.
You said, "I'ma go with
So
y'all. Y'all
that's
win."
why your happiness equally matters, my
I was just
boy.
thinking
But
about
you
that.
Does
can't.
not
You
equally
can't.
matter. That's where the balance is off. He
Balance.
is taking away from him to fulfill
Okay.
her, and she's
Thank
not,
you.
He's
But he's
balancing
not. But
it out.
but
But I mean,
this
it might
is
be
something that
she
he
wants to-
really want to
But it
do
might
though.
be. But it also on the flip side, it
There's
might be something that
levels
she she
to
really wants to do
this.
that she's not doing because of me, and we are both meeting each other in the middle.
Facts. We compromise for
Yeah.
sure.
So how can you say equally happy if you're willing to say that we can compromise?
Because there's some things that I can compromise that are not affecting my happiness.
So how when you
Bars.
use the
I'm
word,
ready.
but you say equal.
Keep dropping
when you
bombs
use
right
the
now.
word equal,
Equal.
there's no such thing as equal.
That's false.
no
How?
such thing as equal. Show me anything equal in the world.
I don't understand
Nothing.
that.
Other than math, there's nothing that's equal.
Yes, she's happy. I'm happy. The things that I compromise, I don't mind compromising those things. I don't
Gotta
mind losing
compromise some.
them. Yeah, some
Everybody
things.
gotta
so,
compromise
so
something.
let's say,
Gotta
to
compromise
go
something.
crazy.
yeah, you
I
Not
don't.
think
to go
you
crazy, but still, when you
compromise,
think about happy, when you take your level from compromise, when you compromise your happiness, it brings it a level down somewhere, or not.
Yeah, and that's what he said when he said that after a while you're gonna compromise so much that you'll
That you
put
gon-
yourself into
right.
a depression.
You don't
because
do
you're
that.
Trying to make this person happy, you're trying to compromise.
I
Because
never-
you're
I never
talking
made it-
about your
I never
equal,
made it that
because
far.
your happiness is not equal to
said you never
hers.
made
I
it
never
that
made
far.
it that far.
Equilibrium is off.
I never made it that far, bro. I never made it that far to where I wink. You know what I
Same.
mean? And I don't know if maybe somebody here has. I never made it that far, but I just don't feel like it's equal because when you throw the word equal out there, then
That's like when death, till death do us part, right?
listen,
we get
don't get
married.
me on that, man.
Nah, because listen, I understand it's till death do us part, and we took vows.
Till-
But if you're not meeting the requirements,
So you say
Of
a
this-
woman should stay with a man?
I didn't say nothing about a woman.
use whatever
It's
terminology you
either
want.
or,
Yes,
the
because
man or
he
the
said
man
no
or-
matter what,
If I
it's till
marry
death
you-
do you part.
Yeah.
Then what I when it
If
was
you
It's
asked,
marry me
nonsense.
and you got Ike Turner syndrome and you feel like every morning you come in my
Facts.
house, you can beat my ass.
listen, what I'm gonna tell you
Said
is,
till death do us part.
I'm gonna tell you is, you have every right to kill me. Other than that, you are still
I
my
don't have
wife.
no way. I can't walk away from this. Yeah, I can. So you
You can walk away. You can leave. You can go to clear across
So
the
when
country.
you said death do
You
us
still
part,
gonna be my
so
wife.
I'm gonna still be your wife.
Still, if I
So
don't
you're
care.
never divorcing.
That
So you
sounds
can
so
move
toxic.
on with your life and
That's
go
why.
be with somebody
But
else.
that's what they said. Excuse me.
So what you're telling me is that you said it don't matter if you go clear across the world or whatever, you'll still be my wife. So you mean to tell me that even if y'all move on, you're gonna move on with your life, you'll never divorce this person?
No, I'm at no. See. You can't just throw it out
You
there like
said
that.
till death do us
But
part
it was
no
a
matter
whole
what I was
conversation.
saying.
No, it was a whole conversation though that was painted with that because they was asking about it and they was talking about taking the vows and things of that nature. And I said, when you take it to that point, because we got broken down to religion, when you give your vows in front of God, and this is what you say that you're going to do. When you say till death do us part,
They cheating.
If you
What's-
want to leave,
what goes
one of us
against
gotta
that?
kill
But
each
no,
other.
listen. Here's the thing, because they said marriage is more than a contract. So I said when you sign the paper and you say in front of God, till death do us, even if they cheat.
Yeah.
Why? What makes you not? If I can go in front of God and say,
That's why you don't make that.
why can you?
mistake.
What
Gotta
makes
just
you
wait.
not be my wife
You also
anymore?
went in front of God and told him that you wouldn't cheat, you wouldn't commit
I was
adultery,
sick.
you
Here's
wouldn't
the
do
thing.
all this other
Thank
stuff
you.
too.
But here's
Take
the
that
thing,
out.
though.
Thank
It's
you.
gonna happen.
So if that's
Mental
like
health.
that,
Oh, there ain't no
Through
mental health.
sickness
You was in your
and
right
mental
mind when you was
health.
beating on me.
For
yeah, you
better?
was okay.
You was in your right mind. You gonna blame it on your mental health.
For better or
Outta
for worse?
here.
That be beaten. I
No,
don't
but
like
that-
Tell
that.
me
Babe,
that- listen,
babe, I
till
was
death.
cheating on you because
still
I
my
was in
wife,
a
bro.
mental state. Get
Bro,
out of here.
I'm not saying it's justifiable. That's what I mean. Y'all trying to put me down. But here's the thing: when you make
the
it,
idea of
when
what
you
you're
make
saying
it that
down.
serious,
Not you, my
and when
brother.
I say to you, you and I are going to be together for the rest of our lives. We finna go downtown. We finna sign these papers.
Yeah.
We finna go
Ooh,
get
she
us a
said them
priest.
vows are law.
We finna We
They
finna go get us a
are.
priest.
Yeah.
We finna go in front of the God that we believe in.
Yeah. Right.
And we are going to say, you and I are going to be together, lawfully wedded,
Yeah.
until either you die or I die, through sickness and in health, for better or for worse, for rich or for poor. You tell me, when did we ever say, but just in case a nigga
You
lose
ain't
his mind,
cherish me.
just in case I lose it, just in case I go a little crazy, then you can divorce me. When do we ever go before our courts? Fuck all the feelings. Because again, we talk about facts and feelings. Fuck about how you feel about me. When do we ever say, okay, but we might be able to divorce if you get a drug addiction?
What I'm looking at right now is that you're looking at the marriage basically like it's a contract.
That's what, no. So what I'm saying is
That's
you missed
why,
the
like-
conversation. See, that's what I mean. You can't do that to
Okay,
me, bro. Don't
he's
do that
looking
to me,
at it
bro.
as a contract,
That's not.
and
You
I
was
don't
here.
think
You
it
was here
is.
when we talked about it, right? I didn't say it was a contract. Somebody else said it was a contract, and I said,
She just said it. That's
Yeah,
from
that's
which
because that's what it
everything
makes
you
you think,
said.
'cause you're
She's
saying
getting that
to me-
you
But
look at
made
it as a
No,
contract.
I didn't. It wasn't me. What you telling me?
Bro, she going off of everything
I'm just going
you
off
just
everything you
said.
to
That-
me
right, that's
now.
what
To
we was-
me, it sounds like a contract.
That's what they was talking about
Basically,
last week.
Yeah,
And I
that's
said I
what
can
it sounds
understand.
like. It sounds like to me a contract.
But is it not?
Because it is a contract, but I didn't go into that. Like your whole purpose isn't just to go into it just to be married. to be married and follow the law. Like the whole purpose of it is because I love you as a man.
Absolutely.
And you love me as a woman.
Absolutely.
And you want to be with me for the rest of your life.
And we know this.
So,
We know this.
We knowing that. So in that case, fuck all that other shit that we said. No. Yeah, fuck all that other
No,
shit.
let her
'cause
go.
at the end
Let
of
her
the
spit
day,
her bars.
Fuck all that other shit today, because if we're together and we can't do for better or for worse, and we just in here every day we looking at each other like, I can't stand this motherfucker. I can't stand this motherfucker. That shit gonna go on with you throughout your day. It's gonna go on through with you throughout your life. So after a while, your mental gonna get fucked
Right.
up. You mean to tell me that your only one life in this world, the only one life you got in this world, you gonna stay in that marriage because of some shit that you signed on a paper and what you said to God, when you can tell God, forgive me for stepping out of this marriage because
shit.
this motherfucker is fucking with my mental.
Talk
He's
to him.
fucking with my
No,
mental.
bro, you can't do that.
Because you have your own relationship with God.
Understood.
You have your own relationship with
Understood.
God.
You gotta change
So
the
you
question.
can jump.
Understood. And that's what I'm saying.
Job bars, huh?
No, because what you did was
Job
you put
bars.
me in a position to where I
But you
no
gotta change the question.
because I wasn't there last week. You put me in a position to where I
Okay.
said I agree that was what they were saying.
I
I
let
said
you explain though everything you meant. And
what
she
as
said,
far as
going
till
off
death
of
do us part, bro.
everything
No,
you said it sounds like you're going off.
But what I said was because you
Don't make
said
me like I just put it.
no,
in the
bro.
box.
Because
But
what you
those
said
just
to me, bro.
words,
Listen,
though,
you
like,
said you kept throwing at me, bro. Till death do us part. You kept saying that, right?
Right.
So what I'm saying to you is that is why people don't sign up for that. I didn't say me. I said that's why people don't sign up for that contract, because when you say until death do us part, when you make that final in that contract,
there's other parts of
but what
the
I'm saying to you,
that
I
matter.
understand that. But what I'm saying to you is all the
We're
vows
gonna
lead
move
up.
on.
All the,
We go.
if all the vows lead up till death do us part, and you don't agree with that, because clearly you're saying you don't have to sit with that. You should be able to get a divorce, correct? That's what you're
I
saying.
mean, I feel like you should able to if your
Right.
Because if
You
your
feel-
mental is fucked up, how
You
are
should
you
be able to
good
get a
in this
divorce, right?
relationship?
Understood.
How good of a
So
wife
I
are you
never
gonna be?
said
How good of a
never
husband are you
said
gonna be?
people shouldn't be able to get a divorce. All I'm saying is if you feel like you should be able to get a divorce, you should not get married.
Absolutely.
Thank
I
you.
agree.
I was
I
never
agree.
saying
Don't get
people
married
should
if
or
you don't
shouldn't
feel
get
like you
married.
can. But marriage is a compromise. If you don't feel like you can compromise with people in the marriage, then yeah,
Don't get married.
Exactly.
accept that.
So
I never-
you're not compromising if you beating my damn head in.
I never said to or not to. All I was saying was, but you made
Now
it
put
seem
your
like I
hands
was
on these
saying,
females.
no, you gonna marry her.
because you're
and she-
saying at the end of the day,
You're going
don't
to
get
jail.
divorced, no matter what.
No, I'm saying if you feel like you have a reason to get divorced.
There,
No, let me
But
finish.
You can't predict your marriage.
yes,
can't.
thank
But
you.
here's the
That's
thing.
all I'm saying.
Understood.
You're
You
going
can't.
Nobody's going into
can't-
marriage
you
saying
can't predict-
nobody's going into marriage saying in the back of their
My-
mind
you know,
we
I'm-
might
we
get
might
divorced.
So then don't-
nobody,
Right.
Walk
nobody
away.
is.
Listen, they are. Clearly-
Life happens.
clearly-
No,
Are you married?
No, life happens.
Walk
Are you
away.
married?
Life happens.
Are you married?
Life happens.
Are you married,
No,
bro?
I've been in a relationship though.
I didn't ask you, bro. Okay, chill. No, I'm saying y'all making it seem like I'm bashing everything.
No.
No,
I clearly
you're not
understand
married.
that.
You're not married, right? So clearly, people who think divorce is a possibility because you have a reason to believe divorce is a possibility, correct? You just said if somebody bashing my head
just
in,
getting married
I should be able to
once.
divorce him. You just said something about divorce, so you two believe divorce is a possibility.
And I'm still getting married.
Understood. But what I'm saying to the two of you are, I've never been married before, but in my logic, I wouldn't get married because I think divorce is a possibility. But me, if I'm going to get married to a woman, I want this woman to understand, and maybe I'm not marriage material. It's till death do us part. And I'm not saying I'm not going to be the only person that's doing it, because let's not make it seem like men are the only people who do bad stuff. Women do stuff too, and us as men put up with stuff. But if we say we're going to be together forever, you tell me what does forever mean and what does forever not mean.
Forever for me.
If I get married, I take those vows. It really is for me till death do us part. You're not leaving me. Like, no, we
I'm
did
not
this
well
together.
in
That's why we did it. We didn't do it to
I
get
put it like
divorced.
this.
We didn't do
I
it to
just think
separate.
I don't know if it's probably
No.
because I'm probably one of the older ones in this room right now, but
I'm
just
I'm old.
I'm how old are you?
But that was, listen, you brought the
I'm
last,
the
you brought
oldest
a
person in
subject
this
up.
room. I'm the oldest person in this
hear
room.
you.
Oh,
But
okay.
just going by from just observing
Play the
life,
clip from last week,
Because
please.
I honestly
Observing
think if
life,
somebody's
you can play
beating your
clips.
ass and they're going
What's
to
the next
display those
question?
characteristics
What's
way
another
before
question?
you go to the
Yeah,
altar.
some of
It's
them-
not, no, we
and-
get into the relationship and I'm about to, we get
Got
into
a
a
question
marriage
you
and I'm
want to
about
ask,
to two-piece shit.
Nila?
Some people do that, but also a lot of people will hold their true self in until they get what they want.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people will do that.
They will.
They will. They will
will.
hold themselves in until they get what they want, and then they show the true nature and the true side of it. Just from observing people and observing people that I grew up with and adults and stuff, like life is unpredictable. So yes, everybody will going into no one. I wouldn't want to get married one day and be like, oh, I'm about to go marry this nigga, but damn, I might end up divorcing him. I would never think that going into that marriage. I would never think that. But life happens.
Right.
Life happens. So
Right.
no one knows.
I'm not oblivious.
Yeah, life happens.
But what if a traumatic event? What if a traumatic event happens and I lose my fucking mind? I'm still not the man. I'm not the man that you married.
What if I love you what you was at 30, but I don't like who you became at 50?
Can I divorce you then? Is that good enough?
What you mean? Don't like what you became?
It don't matter.
though?
It's what
Like,
he
yeah,
said.
don't like
Like,
what you
Menopause
like-
hit her the wrong way.
Nah.
No,
I feel like you can't
'Cause
get rid of her
everybody
because she
develops,
just,
but you
she
know
just all
everyone-
big and shit. Like,
no,
oh,
not
oh,
even
no
that
more.
body. No, I'm
starts
not
to
going to even
suck.
be judgmental.
I mean-
We're going to even say body. We just strictly
It's playing on
Mentally.
your
like
mental.
Like,
I feel like if it's
because
playing
I
on
see
your
a lot
mental
of like
enough,
I've seen it. Like I see my grand, like older women. Like she was saying, older women is more traditional. Like we're not in a traditional society right now.
No, yeah.
All right.
Not at all.
We're not
exactly it.
like what is wrong with a lot of women these days is that they expect us to be they want us to be traditional men when they're not traditional women.
traditional women put up with a lot back
Yeah,
then.
so I used to see my grandmother.
Not
like,
saying that y'all should have
like
to. I
as
know
you
y'all
like
seen
like
your
how you
face.
like how
I'm
you
just
talk
saying they
about
did, though.
getting beat and everything. Like I listen to stories my mom tell me about my grandmother, how she was raised and what she was around, and she stayed with her her husband. Damn near forever, and they went through that. They slept in separate rooms, but they were still living in the same house.
Right.
Like you'll never see you will never see that again. Like,
And that's till death
gone.
do us part shit.
That right.
So
you see
I
what
just
I'm saying?
then we about to move on. This is what I just feel like. This is all I'm saying. It get to a point where shouldn't you have a level of selfishness that if my sanity breaks, then what good am I? Like your sanity broke. All right, you crazy. So now I'm trying to hold on for you. Now we crazy.
We crazy.
Now you walk in
crazy.
Walmart
Yeah.
naked.
I think
But we
you
gonna be
off
crazy
in
'cause we
you
married,
off
right?
in Walmart naked. I'm in
And
I
the
think-
next
I think
aisle
he just
trying
hit
to
the-
find
Yeah,
you.
you're in the bike section.
And the next
Right,
aisle trying to
Listen,
find you.
I think you just hit the
we
nail on the
just
head with
held
that
on.
one though.
I don't know.
I think Miles just hit
That's
the
what
nail
I'm
on the head
saying.
with that. I guess it's just where you come from at the end of the day. I don't like how you cook because like you said, like you see certain people put up with certain stuff, and nowadays certain people don't put up with it.
Women
but
are too strong.
my granddad
I
had
like
families.
it.
Hey, my granddad had
I
families.
like it. Don't get it twisted, but
Love it.
they're like I always try to tell them like
I'm not a fan of the
I'm
independent
not I'm a
mindset.
fan of it, but they're too
I'm
not
really,
feminine.
I think
As y'all sitting here,
they're too
do
not
you
feminine.
feel like
That's
you
what
don't
it
need a?
is.
Do you feel like you don't need a woman?
Coming off the
No,
table.
well,
That's
to
why
be
I'm trying to
honest,
hold
I
it
don't.
real
I don't. First and foremost, you got to master the art of being alone
Facts.
before you can sacrifice.
But overall,
before
the
you with
concept
someone.
of I don't need
No, like
anybody.
it
Okay,
says it
I
in the
agree.
Bible. It says it in the Bible that we are. There's man and woman. We are here for one purpose and one purpose only. That's to be fruitful and multiply. So yes, I believe.
So everybody
that
at
we
the
gotta be a
table feel
woman.
like we need each
We
other.
I
don't
don't think nobody
need-
wants to grow old alone.
but-
I don't think nobody
right.
wants to be
Don't
growing
wanna
old
be
by
alone.
themselves. Nobody wants to be alone.
Yeah, sometimes
alone
that-
is a fucked up feeling.
It is.
Independent, like fuck a nigga, it doesn't necessarily mean that. It means like
Real
at the
bad
end of
bitch
the
give a
day, if
fuck
you-
about a nigga.
if you're
Yeah, that's what
mistreating
I'm-
me, I don't have to deal with you because I can pay my own bills.
Facts.
I can do this, I can do that. I'm a grown ass woman, and I'm not gonna tolerate fuckery. Like, so that's the independent.
I think to me, well, reason why I say that I don't really too much like the independent woman statue.
I don't need a nigga
mindset is because it's not teaching you how to love. And at the end of the day, like to me, you're loving yourself, which is good. But when it comes down to that nigga, you're gonna see or whoever. I'm not gonna say that.
That
nigga,
man,
but
let's take the
let's
N-word
take
back.
that word back. So that man, when you're looking for that man, are you looking for him
Talk
to
your
love
shit.
on you? Or are you just looking for him to, because most independent women, the first thing they say is, I can take care of myself.
Facts.
I can do this for myself. I can do this for myself. So when that man comes along, what are you looking from him?
Them
Do
roses.
you know what I'm saying? Are you looking for love from
You
him?
looking for that
What if
rose.
he doesn't really have everything that you need, but he got a lot of love to give you? Are you going to accept him? even though he can't give you everything you
They
need. at
trying to
that
get us
moment,
up
but-
out of here. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah,
This
because
society
that's
wrong. They
because,
don't
like,
want us
I've
to be
been
They don't
together.
want us to-
I've
y'all
been
got
single,
roses and
yeah.
shit.
Yeah,
I built
roses.
myself up to take
I can't
on a partner
compete
that is
with
possible
these
to come
batteries.
with fullness, I can
And a charger.
help you grow. You know,
Yeah.
These
And
batteries
once we grow,
are
we
gonna
invest
win
together.
every time.
What?
Okay.
They're getting us up out
Because
of here.
society, for real, feel like they getting us up
They
out
know
of here.
for real.
Let me
Like,
ask this. Can I?
We don't need men. Go ahead, bro.
Do y'all feel? No, that's
No,
another
I feel
question.
like
That's
we
what I
do.
wanted to ask.
We
do y'all
do.
feel? That's what I was going to say. Because you said, do we need women? Do y'all feel like we need? Do y'all need us?
Hell yeah.
Yes.
Like,
Hell yeah.
is it
Yeah.
security?
Yeah, I was gonna get around to that. I
Right.
forgot.
Is it a
It's
security?
It's security. It's love. It's everything. Hell yeah. It's a balance. Like she said, it's a balance.
I like how she was saying with this cup shit because
just thinking,
like that was the
yeah.
whole cup. Like that was it. Like I love that the cup thing because my cup, my expectations and my bowl over here, and you might got a little bowl, and I'm like, well, damn, my I could pour my bowl into your little cereal bowl and still be empty, and I'm like, well, damn, I ain't happy. You know, like he said, I want to go on these yachts. I want to go
Right.
to these vacations, Jamaica. I want to go out as, you know, if people don't want, like you said, people don't want to get on planes.
Right.
People don't want to
Yeah.
travel. They're comfortable. And I'm not comfortable. And still at 35 years old, I'm not comfortable
Not at all.
at all.
You're gonna learn something every day. I don't think you're gonna get to that level of comfort that you think you're gonna get in life. Because even the richest
I am
people
40
are,
acres in the mule.
even the richest people are miserable.
No, they is.
They're miserable, and it's something you know
But
what I'm
you
saying.
got to make sure.
huh?
One of the richest men in the world got a divorce.
Right. They all
Yeah,
getting
like-
divorces.
Yeah.
And they all paying
think it's just-
alimony.
So at this moment,
Money. It's a money thing. These women ain't worried about nothing but these chilling.
For me, at this moment, all I want
the
is
rich,
like,
the rich women. I'm just saying the rich, the upper echelon, and then you got to say it's like a trickle down effect. Like you see, like my man Kanye out here. He's still out here trying to fight. His wife out here going on dates with everybody here, and this nigga out here talking about, well, shit, God gonna get his back together.
That's
If
the
he
Kardashian
don't,
curse.
right? I'm saying if you don't get your ass up out of here, Kanye. Talking about, you
till
know what I
death do
mean?
us part.
Right. He ready.
Fucking right. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, bro. Hey, listen, bro. Hey, listen, bro.
Can't get up
You
out
right,
of here.
bro. You listen, bro. Listen. Kanye, like my man
You can't get
Kanye.
up out of here.
We can
What?
all say Kanye West definitely had a mental break.
he
What?
Definitely,
did.
you
But
what?
he's smart.
Hey,
like,
listen.
you gotta
We ain't gonna
believe
talk about
things.
Kanye.
but
We
he's
ain't-
not-
Wow, because
Listen,
Kanye
listen,
definitely
Death
ain't
Do Us
crazy.
Part.
He ain't crazy.
He's not crazy
He
at
ain't
all.
crazy. We need to stop
He's
saying
crazy.
that.
Yeah, man. We gonna. You gonna.
I think
He's
Kanye's a fucking
Listen,
genius.
thank
I
you.
think he's a
He was a
fucking
little
genius.
too genius
I
for his
do. I
Armenian
think Kanye is a
woman.
fucking genius.
And she wanted to get
Yes.
out. And Bobby
We
just
do
said-
need our tradition. That's why
Who
we do need our
hasn't had a
traditional
moment?
families back, man.
But that's just going
No,
back to
no,
what
for
Bobby
real.
said about the whole "till death do us part." Was she obligated to put up with his stroke of genius when
Hell
he was being
yeah.
crazy?
Yeah.
She knew that was him before she
Yeah.
got
Yeah,
with
she
him.
not-
She
not-
should
not
have
Kim
signed
knew.
up for
Now,
it.
Kim knew 'cause
You
they was
already knew
friends.
I'm thrown.
They
Everybody-
was
come
friends.
on,
They
I'm
was
out.
friends. They
I'm
was
thrown.
man.
You
I'm
already
out.
know I'm thrown.
I'm
And I
out.
got money.
I'm out.
Yeah.
She got money
Well,
too.
actually,
Right, but
she
I got-
paid off
see,
his
but
debt.
you got
Let's
Kanye
talk about
money.
that.
But you see what he's
Kim
saying? He
Kardashian
like
paid
he
off his
got that
debt.
he got
Paid
that
off.
alpha
But
But
male
here's the thing, though. Let's
mentality.
not act like Kim Kardashian ain't who she is.
Hold on. Everybody wants to blame Kanye, but remember, that's her third, fourth failed marriage.
Exactly. So let's not act like Kim Kardashian ain't
J-Lo
Kim
got raised like
Kardashian.
Thanos. That's not my business.
But here's the
part.
thing, though. Kanye had a moment, but let's not act like Kim Kardashian and Kim Kardashian. To where at any given time she can have a moment to where she wants to be a promiscuous woman, and I'm pretty sure he's thought about that in his
And
mind.
does he
Getting
not have
put
a
on
right to be
blast.
like? If
No,
that's
he
what she doing,
accepted,
then he
and I'm
can get
accepting that,
out?
and I still want. And right now,
wish I could
she's out here
pop up.
dating other men, and he's still saying, "I want my wife back." Period.
Motherfucker, bring your ass the fuck
Come back home. You can have your fun. Till death do
The
it. Go ahead,
fuck?
do your thing. He ain't threatening
Nigga,
harm on these.
Fuck that dude you was just with. He
Come
ain't your boy.
home.
I'm still. Hey, listen. You see what I'm saying?
And you act
That's
like
a
he
strong
crazy for that.
person. That's a
No,
strong
maybe
individual.
he want his kids to see two
His
parents.
Fuck his kids. He want his
Maybe.
wife
No,
back.
he want his wife
Maybe
back.
I
He
don't
want his
know.
wife back.
He ain't say
And he's
nothing.
saying, "Come home on TV."
Somebody, Shateria said that. Shateria said that what happens now is that the roles of the men and the women are confused.
They're confused. and
How do you
fucking
get? Listen,
reversed.
Because
this
there's
is the-
no
listen-
more feminine women
Where
no
did
more.
it go?
Listen, right? This is the
Feminine
craziest
women
thing,
no
right?
more.
And don't
How
be.
can a woman tell a man how to be, and how can a man tell a woman how to be? And another thing that what I will say, and I cannot speak for all, I cannot speak for all women. Listen, but here's the thing, I cannot speak for all women, but a lot of women,
suck they dick.
listen, right?
What the fuck's
a
going
lot,
on?
a lot of women expect men. A lot of women expect men to be men that they've never seen in their life, and they expect men to be fathers that they've never experienced.
And it's the same
and I can't
thing
speak
for
for
men.
all women.
No, and it's
I
the
mean,
same
that's
thing for
real.
us.
That's
It's the
real.
same thing
Shout
for
out
a
to
woman.
That's real.
It's the
Absolutely.
same thing for
You's
a
a good
woman.
man.
Y'all
That's
expecting
real.
these girls out here to
If
be
you know,
women,
you
and their
know.
mamas ain't raising them to
Exactly.
be women.
No.
They're not
Exactly.
raising them to be
So
ladies.
then, but
and
here's
they're
the
not
thing,
raising
I
them to
can
be
only.
women.
So what are they raising them to be for real?
They raising them to be
BBL model.
independent.
My mom
They're
used
raising them
to
be
tell
independent.
me these fine words. No black woman wants to be with an uneducated black man. She used to say these words to me. These words are like instilled in this archive. Like
I don't think it's like that no
No,
more.
I don't think it's. I mean, I know.
don't think she giving
Not
fuck.
uneducated. What did you say?
You got
An
that money
uneducated black
phone?
man?
yeah,
If
like
you got that money phone, you're a winner.
What?
No black
No.
woman
No.
wants
You
to
can
be
have
with
them.
an
Not-
uneducated black
Black
man.
all-
man. No,
not
I
all,
don't.
but-
Or man. It
You
depends
know what
on
I'm
your
saying.
Yeah,
preference.
hell
Like,
yeah.
no, I don't think so.
want that money
If
phone.
I got an uneducated black man and he want to learn some shit,
They ain't
and he
learning.
willing to learn it, and he uneducated,
nope,
but he
nope,
willing to
nope.
learn.
You giving them an excuse. That's
he's
too much.
willing to learn,
This
you
baby,
won't.
no, ain't no willing. The society is built. They gave you the formula. If you can't go and just sit down from what is it, kindergarten to 12th grade, the bare minimum. That's the bare minimum of society. That's free. You ain't got to do nothing. That's the freest thing they can give you in their so-called educational, you know what I mean, life. They don't want to do that. That's and these are little accolades that they look for in that real world.
Who you talking about that wanna do that?
Any male, not even just men in general. Like you say, you want the men to, you want to teach them. They willing to learn.
No, I just
Listen,
said
you got to already expect. I'm already gonna expect a person to already have this skill set.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Even if you say like a GED or whatever, hey, you form some type of education. You had to sit down and put in some type of time. Like, you know what I'm saying? So now it's none of that's acceptable. Now it's cool. Like you said, Bob said money phone. You know what I mean? You can be 15. I seen kids. It's kids like these past 2 years, it's kids. My little brother had more money than me I've ever seen at his age in poof magic. It's gone. You see what I'm saying? Like these kids ran through now their expectation, 100,000. It's kids out here that seen 100,000.
So what he's saying is education is like
It's gone.
it's gone.
So
Like,
you ain't
know,
nobody
But,
want
I
to
mean-
will
So-
it.
so
It
when he
takes a
says
different
that-
type of man that's going to actually sit down and actually, like you say, learn. It's going to pick that self.
y'all come from more of that tradition,
Okay,
like
so wait a
where
minute.
you can take
You
a
older.
man,
You
where
want,
you can take a
see
man.
somebody. Your
for what
grandmother
he
and
got.
grandmother was together and they sat and everybody who goes to church, like who actually sits down and goes to church, like for real.
You gotta-
like all that stuff is gone. We gonna be in this metaverse now.
Oh, well, that's different subject too. That's a different
We
subject
gonna
too.
be- we gonna be in this metaverse.
But do y'all? Okay, tell me this. Do you guys feel that? Do you believe that a lot of people, the things that they deal with, have to do with the trauma of their childhood?
Yeah.
And the only
Yes.
reason why I'm
Yes.
asking that is because you're saying that they don't want to learn. But who's teaching them? Who's teaching them? Majority of parents work 2 and 3 fucking jobs.
Facts.
So who at home with their kids?
Nobody.
Who's at home with their kids? Who's getting up and making sure their
They're
kids are going
special
to
kids.
school?
The older siblings.
Yeah, and
I work
it's-
in a school setting. That's
Yeah.
100%
Yeah.
right. Latchkey kids is
Latch-
still a thing.
So who's making these kids get up and go learn? Who's encouraging them that their education is powerful when you're working 2 and 3 jobs at a time? You know what I'm saying? All this is basically, to me, this is all. It's a like a ripple
They ain't
effect off of
working, though.
society.
They doing something else, but they ain't working.
They, you know what I'm saying? It's not.
You
A
right.
lot of it.
No,
is-
you
even
right,
though
but
some
a lot of
people
them
say-
ain't working. They
Yeah, a lot
they
of them
out.
ain't
They
working,
had,
but y'all gotta
they
think
had
about it.
little
These
yaya
kids is
house.
out here raising themselves.
Absolutely.
These kids is out here raising themselves.
It's bad.
Parents want to make money.
Structure.
They want to make money. That's
Big
all they seem
structure.
like they care about. They want to make money. It's not about building a foundation for your home. It's about getting out here and making some money. And that's what you're trying to teach your kids when you got them in gold chains and fucking
Hell
and all this shit at 2 years old and 1 years old. Like, you're not
All
teaching
I
them.
wanted was some Deion
what's-
Sanders. All I wanted was some Deion Sanders shoes.
You're not teaching me. It's not. You're not
Facts.
educated.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying? You're
And
not.
that-
You're not.
because
there's
that's all you.
nobody there.
That's all you be taught. You be
I was
seeing.
told,
Yeah.
You see
I don't know
Dion
if
with
you
these
work
big
with
chains
Ray.
on.
I have
Right.
a client that told me that Wilson is like East Side High.
It
they
is.
said they need Joe Clark over there bad.
No,
I believe it.
Yeah, they said
It
these
is.
kids. He said, Alicia, these kids ain't over
Man,
here
they
educated.
jump-
He
hey,
said
listen,
they out
my
here. He
nephew
said they
go
got
there.
guns. He said we had to expel a child
Now-
that came to school with a gun and hid it in the bushes and said he was gonna shoot the boy after school. A friend ended up
It
telling
wasn't so crazy because I've seen people go crazy about that on the internet. Like, I mean, on Facebook about kids having guns. When I was at Central, I mean, kids still was like playing with guns. It just wasn't like
The thing to do.
so prevalent. Like
There's
it
no
wasn't.
respect. The
There's
one
not,
thing that
man.
this whole world
Yeah,
lacks is
yeah,
respect.
it wasn't
If
a thing to
nobody
do,
respect
right,
you,
right.
Like,
there
And
is
was
we're
no
more in
losing
respect.
teachers because these
It's
kids,
now
these
more the
kids,
thing
we
to do.
can't
Yeah.
even get through lessons in the classroom.
yeah.
We got teachers leaving the school to go work desk jobs because they're so fed up. The
Yeah.
disrespect is
The disrespect
out
is,
of this
there's
world.
no respect.
They said they come straight at.
And I work
they
in
come-
behavior.
The kids, like the teachers, talk to these kids crazy. Like I was hearing them, they like coming at them. I'm like, oh, yo.
But
I
you
mean,
want
as
to
a
talk
teacher,
something
what else?
crazy?
As a teacher,
No,
what
I
are you
said I
supposed
get
to?
right.
I really
right,
don't
I
know.
had to
for
get
real.
right with
have
you.
to talk to them in
Yeah,
a
exactly.
sense that they understand.
'Cause I work
I
with-
Because they being
walked in-
raised like that
I
for
walked
real,
in
too.
on my
Raised.
Mary Poppins, and they looked at me like, "Who is this uppity Negro?" I had to really kind of
Yeah.
still give
Set
it to
them-
them
yeah,
proper, but let
yeah.
them know I grew up a couple blocks from you.
Yeah, and especially when you ain't giving your kids no consequence. Ain't no consequence. No snitching. Ain't nothing. Ain't no. If you
That's
ain't got.
what
If
they
you
be
ain't got
saying.
no. If you don't have a consequence for any action that you have
Parents
in fucking
mad
life,
at the school
then
because you
gonna do
calling because
whatever.
your kid is
Yeah,
getting in trouble.
I
Why
can't
you
stand-
calling me? What you mean? Why I'm calling you? Your
the
child is
parent.
out
Child.
here.
I
Or
want to
why is
ask
it
y'all how
that-
y'all feel in the chat, but they just looking. I appreciate it though. They just tuned in.
No, because it's seriously like, because sometimes the truth will shut a motherfucker up.
No, real shit.
It'll shut a motherfucker up, and probably a lot of the
We're
times
in Erie, Kyle.
a lot of the listeners that you got probably got kids that's bad as fuck, and they're not being accountable for their kids. Like, you
I
seriously.
ain't gonna lie. Listen, my mom.
And hold on, we in a different world right now.
Yeah,
we in a
it's
different
a
world, a
different
different
society.
generation.
I was gonna
So
say-
you have to discipline these kids a
Can't-
little
can't-
bit
can't
differently.
do
You can't
it.
go by based off of tradition. These kids is fucking smart whether you know it or not.
I was
Like
about to
all
say,
these kids
I
running
I was
around here with
raised up a
guns,
certain way, but I was definitely going to school and doing what
you had
the
respect for
complete
yourself.
opposite.
You had no. I'm saying you
Yeah.
had respect.
You know, I did.
gotta
I did.
change.
You
Well,
learn,
you
like, you know how
tried.
they say your ways that you learn
Yeah.
come
You
back
go
to you or
rebellion.
whatever, how
gonna
you was
be-
raised.
yes, of
Rebellious.
course.
Yeah,
You
but
gonna-
I
you
was
gonna test
definitely
the limits.
rebellious as
You
hell.
gonna test the limits. How many
So I
times
feel
did you
like a
test
lot
the
of times
limits?
some parents doing, what they can at home, but your kid go to school and his peers is doing this, and that,
That's
or he
true.
getting picked
Yeah.
on for not doing
For not
what
doing
his
that,
peers
yeah.
is doing.
Yeah.
So I feel like a lot of parents are doing, not even a lot. There's some parents who are definitely doing what
Oh,
they are.
I'm not taking it away from all of the parents,
But,
but it's
your
a
kid
law.
go home and your kid go to school and be a whole completely different child.
That's
Yeah.
my
Like-
favorite thing when parents say, "My
Like,
kids don't act like
Yeah,
this
your
out
kid,
here."
your
Yeah,
kid be a whole
I-
different.
Yeah,
kid. I was,
Yeah.
if my mom would have told you I was church, inquire, blah blah blah. I was behind the
was in the
scenes.
choir?
I was,
What?
I was
You trying-
hustling. I was
what?
fighting. I was
Bob
smoking.
was on the block.
Yeah,
This is what I used to tell
Bob
my
was
kids
on the
too.
and
block.
everything I learned came from my peers, and my mom raised me completely different.
Facts.
And I
Yeah.
wanted to be involved.
Yeah.
So it's like some kids want to be.
Yeah, they see that
They
because they
completely
think that's
go
what it
against the
is. They're gonna go against it. That's what they think it is. But I seriously think that people need to be accountable. I see a lot of parents out here not being accountable for their kids acting the fuck up, and sometimes they'll stand with them. Don't say nothing to my son. Don't say that's why I said the village is gone.
I'ma stand by 'em.
Don't do this and don't your child ain't bad as fuck. When I used to my kids, when the teacher called me and I went up to that school and I'd be like, what'd he do? And if they tell me he did some shit that he do at home, if he do some shit he do at home, I'd be like, oh yeah, he did that shit. He did that shit
I
because he
know-
do it
I
at
know-
home.
listen.
But if you tell me my son doing some outlandish shit that he ain't never did, I'm gonna question it. I'm gonna question it till we get down to the bottom.
Out of
Absolutely.
character.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna just, I'm gonna question, if he doing that. But if you just coming in like, cause my kids just be like, oh, that teacher lying, and I get up there and be like, what he did or what she did, and they be like, oh yeah, she. I'm like, oh that motherfucker do that at home. Yeah, he did that shit here. And I go home and do whatever I needed to do with him. But at the same time, a lot of these homes, man, that two parent. That's the one thing that I say what I love
That
about
two-parent
tradition.
home
That
be
two-parent
real.
home is like.
Huge. You need that
Just me
two-parent
being
home
a
for
single
real.
parent, I got 3 boys and 2 girls. And the only thing I used to ever ask of my boy's father was be there for these boys. You ain't got to give me no money. You ain't gotta come. You ain't gotta buy shit. I'd rather you give them your time and your affection and show them how to grow up to be a man than anything else.
So is it more important for a kid to be raised up and see a 2-parent home, or like
I'd rather
let's
see
say
a
y'all
functional
not? I was
two-parent
gonna
home,
say
not no
like
dysfunctional
right,
ass
because a lot of
two-parent
people
They
will
should
be
able to see
dysfunctional.
two parents.
I
feel
feel
Their
like
parents
two
don't have to be in
parents.
the same home, but they should be able to have both
Okay,
parents.
because a
in
lot
their
of times
life.
it's dysfunctional, and people be
Yeah.
like, "Well, I'm staying
Gotta
just
be
because
cordial.
we got kids, and I want them to see a
two
2-parent home."
co-parenting as parents like that. Even
No.
if you're not living in a home together, at least be co-parenting. At least be co-parenting to a level. And don't argue. I can't stand this. Don't argue in front of your kids.
That's hard.
It's hard to do.
Can't.
It's hard to do. It's hard to do. But you got to think about it. A kid mimics his environment, especially the little ones, especially the babies. Like if you arguing and shit in front of your kids all the time, then guess what? When they start yelling and cussing and they 3 and 4 years old, and you like, oh, you bad. Where you get that from?
Oh yeah, I know. My son tests me right in my face. I'll say something, and then he'll like start to repeat it, and he'll be looking like he ain't supposed to. But
Yeah, you just gotta. It's just accountability. You just gotta watch yourself now, especially now. These kids are smart as shit. Like these kids will tell you something about yourself, and they only be 3 years old.
Hey, you want to
They-
know something that's crazy though, right? You want to know something that's crazy, and then when we talk about accountability, it's gonna sound crazy, but we literally talking about men and women taking accountability for one another, and we literally just changed the subject to put it on kids.
what you mean?
Like the original question was like we was literally talking about how a woman could be able to tell a woman. I mean, a man being able to tell a woman how to be a woman being able to tell a man how to be a man, and we literally just went off on the whole like when it came.
I mean, because we went on.
I'm still like,
But no, our kid. We still were saying though. We still saying that it falls on the parents. A lot of it
Yeah, it's
falls on the
accountability.
parents. Yeah, a lot of it falls on the parents. I was just saying that sometimes your kid go off though and be, you know.
I mean, when you got whoopings for stuff that you did you repeat the stuff you did that you got? That you got a whooping for?
yeah, hell yeah. What you mean? I just did. I was more discreet about it.
Did the whooping work?
No, it didn't work. I just was more discreet about it. I know who to do it in front of and who not to do it in front of. Like we
It
all
just
just
made
explained
me
that. But what I'm
smarter.
saying is that's not what we were talking about. Like you know what I mean? We was talking about literally like men and women as far as like building and stuff like that. And we kind of went off on a tangent of kids because like Shateria, you said Shateria has said something about the roles is being mixed up, and we was talking about relationships.
They are confused.
Right, we was talking about relationships and being confused, and we went off on a whole tangent about kids being bad.
It still
Yeah.
goes in-
But we
it
can still talk
goes
about
in
how they
together.
confused. They
Right,
are-
that's what I'm just like.
Okay,
yeah.
we'll go back. We'll go back.
I mean, a
was
lot
you
of
at with that?
women. I've heard a
Yeah.
lot of women being like so much have to play the father figure that they don't know how to go back to playing the mother role.
So when you say playing a father figure, that what does that mean?
What's the father figure?
The father figure is protecting, leading. I mean, all the things that I ain't gonna say fixing stuff, but just things around the house that men do.
Right.
I ain't gonna say teaching them how to man up because I don't know if we need to get away from that too.
That's what I'm saying, but I just feel like it's certain things
But
that
I don't think they go back into nurture mode a lot of times
different
because a
approaches,
lot of
though.
times they're taking care of the home, they're raising kids, they got to go to work, they're doing all of these things, and like I said, they forget to go back into nurture.
To me, it's hard
Mother
for a
mode.
woman to raise a man.
right, but I mean, like it sounds like you
hard.
speaking for a woman. Like that's what I mean. Like
I
that's what
always
I'm.
say it's not my job because I'm a single mom. I have a son. Like, I'm not going to teach him how to be a man. I cannot teach him how to be a man.
can't.
But I always say all I can do is just teach him how to be a good human being. That's all I can
Yeah.
do is just teach him how to be a good person. That whole...
Ain't
Y'all
nothing
very
wrong with
I'm
that.
grateful
No,
that
it's
my
not.
father
Women
took
be
him
upset
into the
about that
bathroom.
though.
Huh?
I've seen women be upset about that, like
I can't be upset about that.
about them saying you can't raise a. I don't know if you can raise a man, but
You can't teach.
you can
She
raise
said
a
you
good
can raise
human
him to be a
being.
good human being,
but you can't
I
raise
can
a
just teach him
man.
right from wrong.
I don't know
man.
how- look, a man responds to things differently than women do.
Right.
We carry our emotions
Testosterone.
differently.
Big facts.
We carry our emotions differently. So if you pay attention, honestly, like coming up, like a lot of the kids that were raised by single mothers, if you watched how the boys got into fights and arguments, they argued with like their moms. You know, a man, if you being raised by a man, your dad gonna tell you like, don't sit there and argue with that nigga. If you want to fight him, you gonna fight him. Ain't no arguing.
You know what I'm saying? It's just straight to the facts. A lot of women, we
how you-
argue.
No,
No, but no, I'm not saying. No, I'm not saying like they just out
I'm
here
telling
fighting,
them walk
fighting.
away.
Right. Go ahead.
And that's
Wait,
that's
but
the
what I'm
point that I'm
saying.
making.
That's what I'm
Like,
saying.
no
What
woman
you
can say
said.
how a man is supposed to move, and no
That's
man
why
can say how a
we
woman.
can't
what
raise
she
no
said.
man. That's why we
No,
can't
but
raise no
I
man.
can't.
That's
Listen, no, I
why-
disagree.
But that's not what
Walk
you were
away.
saying.
That's not what I was
Diffuse
saying.
the situation.
I know
Walk
diffuse
away.
the situation, but if your child is in a situation that he can't walk away from,
No, there's every situation you
you're
can
in a
walk
different
away.
world.
Yeah, I mean,
You're in
But
a
not
different
every
world.
man is
hold on.
going
I'm gonna
to
say
say
one thing.
walk
This
away
is. I'm gonna
also.
put this little story out here. I have a little nephew. He's 13, right? He go to that Wilson. He up here at Trap Wilson.
I love the energy.
All right, he had Trap Wilson, right? So my nephew's not no, you know what I mean, he's not no little pushover, all right, and he's been living with me for the past 3 years. So he got jumped at school, you know, and I felt a little like, you know, a little mad about it because I'm like, you know, did no one see you, you know, no teacher, no nothing. They just see these little boys jump you. So he didn't want to tell me the prior events. So he's been fighting probably about 2-3 times, you know, these little boys and after school. So, you know, I go down to Wilson and say something to these, you know, to the principal, the system. This lady came out, looked at me. My nephew got a swole face and little blood, and she like, yeah, I don't know what happened, but I think he got jumped or something. But we're gonna get down to it. Nothing happened to these boys. Nothing to happen. So I told my nephew, like, you know what happened, you know, and I said, hey, you got to walk away from certain things because I know you wanted to have confrontation. I'm like, listen, always give the benefit of the doubt. Walk away. I don't care which situation is. Like how you say, if you gonna beat a woman or anything, listen, there's no way I'm gonna put my hands on this woman. I'm gonna walk away. Like, or I'm gonna get in this fight with this boy. Hey, walk away. Now, if someone touches you, oh yeah, digging their ass. You gotta put your pride to the side because there's plenty times like, you know, something that you do for 30 seconds. That little 30 seconds
Ruin the rest of
decision
your fucking life.
you can be in life. You can be in jail for the rest of your life. You see what I'm saying? The rules, like how you said, is different. The rules of engagements is
fighting
different.
one
No,
anyway.
these little kids,
That's
like I
why
said,
some kids can't walk away from certain situations.
Right,
They
so-
can't walk away from that.
But with that being said, don't put yourself in those predicaments. Y'all arguing over kid stuff, over, you know, he said, she said stuff, and these little kids are thinking it's a board game or, you know, war zone where you can respawn, and you're right, you shooting
at each other about he say, she say.
They
right
responding
about
like
he
adults.
said, she said. So like I told him, you gotta walk away. Like, you know what I mean? Like, walk away from that group of people. And like I said, hey man, like you said, you were in the era of don't tell or don't nothing, but you gotta cover your ass because you're getting in trouble. You know what I mean? You're getting in trouble because you saying, oh, I don't want to snitch, and you still, you know, feeling the repercussions of the situation. But like how my man said about a woman telling them how a man, like how you said, you gonna say this, I'm gonna tell you, hey, walk away. But if you put in that predicament, like you said, you back in the corner, defend yourself.
Of course.
Defend yourself. You know what I mean? But walk away. That's the first thing. I want you to be out here. There's plenty of situations I've been in and walking away have saved my life. Yeah, I mean,
So
There's
All right.
not enough adults telling kids to,
To
walk,
walk
away.
away. That's what
I've
I'm
literally
saying.
watched a parent tell her student, if they're gonna be a bully, you need to show them what a bully is. Period. Like, these kids
don't
are
have- they're
going
not getting-
in with
that's
that
exactly
fight
what
or
Bad Girls
flight.
Club.
That fight or
They
flight,
are
yeah.
going in with that
That's
flight
exactly
or
what they
fight
are.
resistant.
Right. That's
Yeah,
what I'm saying.
that
It's
is.
not-
That was
They can't
crazy.
help
Yeah.
it. Not enough kids are being raised
Yeah,
on
nope,
love. These
nope.
kids
I'ma
are
be
literally
aggressive.
in survival mode.
Yeah, that's what it says.
They
They're
are
not
in
being
jail
raised off
fighting
of
for
love.
their
They're
last
sit-
piece of
it's survival.
cornbread.
That's
Damn,
what it is.
yeah, the cornbread.
That's
Like, that's
exactly
what
what
these
it
kids
is.
really are. It's
For
not
real.
enough kids raised
Yeah.
on love.
Bruh.
It's not enough kids that have adults
You're
telling them
teaching your
walk
nephew
away.
to walk away, but it's out of your nephew you teaching. It's 20 other parents that ain't teaching their kids to walk
Right,
away.
and then
So-
that's why this, like I said, this education is going to be obsolete.
And
That
and that's why we got to stop teaching the kids and we got to start teaching the parents.
Right.
Exactly.
But it's hard.
It don't matter.
It's
It's not
hard.
impossible.
It ain't.
And,
It's
when,
not.
and here's the thing: is
Both
everybody
you
sees
got a
it.
lot of parents that don't
You
even
give
wanna
people
hear it.
It don't matter.
incentives.
Yeah.
People in
It don't
love
matter.
incentives.
You still got to do, but here's the thing though, and that's the craziest thing is because we know how difficult it is, and that's why it hasn't happened yet.
Yep.
Everybody throwing the towel on it to be like, oh, I can't do that. And nobody want to hear that. You can lead a horse to water,
Shout
but you
out to
can't make
my
a drink.
man
You can lead a
Dre.
horse to water, but you can't make a drink. But here's the thing: at the end of the day, it has to happen,
to happen.
or like we just gonna continue to complain about it. So it comes a point to where you have to educate the adults, and you have to make literally force feed it, because at the end of the day, we know party promoters. We know people who have events where they throw certain things. So we need to be talking to the people who lead the ignorant people to say, hey, we need to lead them somewhere else. So if you know somebody who's hip and you feel like everything else is a problem, we need to be talking to these people about this type of stuff, because again, we could talk about these kids doing this stuff all day, but on some real shit, when we talk about accountability, it would be snitching, but like we could literally sit here and talk about who are the fucking people that these kids are following right now. And think about the kids that we talking about, or some of the kids that, like you saying, some of these, your nephew at Wilson in the trap. We talk about Ace and we talk about whatever.
Are you meaning industry wise, or are you meaning locally?
I mean
who they
locally.
following?
Locally.
Because when I stayed on 24th, man, they was not trying to hear.
No.
Like it was different. Like you really had.
You're
really
talking about
had
kids. I'm not talking about the kids. I'm talking about the adults, bro. I'm not talking about the kids.
I'm saying the adults trying to better the kids or be there
No,
for
I'm
the
not
kids.
talking about the adults bettering the kids. I'm talking about the adults bettering the adults, because at the end of the
Because
day,
I don't see no adults out here shooting.
bro, what I'm saying to you is these kids are looking up to somebody. If the adults aren't bettering the adults
YouTube.
to make
That's
sure.
That's where I was getting at.
Yeah.
Ain't
Okay.
nobody locally they looking up to.
We all
looking
just
up.
shut. I just shut off. You just must have snatched me out or something. But here's the thing, though, right?
They all ain't going around like
Can you hear me on here?
ain't no one locally that they looking up to tearing the city
Oh,
up.
here's the thing, though,
That's
right? If a
like-
kid is on YouTube, they have to have access to it, correct?
Facts.
1,000
How are these kids accessing YouTube?
phones.
How are these kids getting phones?
Hey, listen.
Tablets.
Hey,
Who's paying the bills?
hey, listen.
You ain't
I'ma tell
around.
you right
And
now,
what I'm saying to you is it don't-
listen,
You ain't
that
always
shit is
around,
But it's
bro.
that's what
Brody.
here's the
can't-
thing.
You,
Excuse, but you may
technology's
not be.
too accessible. It's
what
no.
I'm saying.
There's no way you
There's
can
no
take them
Everywhere.
out.
It's everywhere.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you for example.
Excuses are available for
No.
everybody. There's no solution to nothing. But at the end of the day, if technology is available
it
to
can't
everything
be.
and everything is accessible, we may not be able to communicate and contact every person. But again, I'm not talking about reaching out to kids to teach kids. I'm
reaching
talking
out to
about
parents.
reaching out to adults to teach adults. Because if you have enough adults to understand the concept of what is going on with these kids, and let's say, for instance,
Them dogs gonna tell you.
you're not
fuck
available because you're exactly, and that's
You.
the
They gonna
problem.
tell you go fuck
But it
you.
don't matter. But I'm saying if
Right.
you're not available and she's available to do the portion that you like, we say it takes a village.
Right.
We all know it takes a village. Everybody can say it takes a village. But again, at the end of the day, we point the finger at these kids, and then we make excuses for the, like you said, everybody ain't gonna be with that shit.
No.
You said it yourself. Parent, you work in the schools. Parents say whatever the case may be. You said it yourself. They're working 2 and 3 jobs. You said it yourself. They're paying bills.
That's an excuse.
No, that's
working 2 or
but
3
here's-
jobs
No, that's
and
not
not
what I
having
said.
time?
Listen, if you call it excuse, you call it a reason, whatever you want to call it. But here's the thing: we expect these kids to do so much good, many things, and we have no reason for it to say it's mental health, or we have no reason to say the parents aren't in the house. But again, we expect these kids to be correct. We expect these kids not to shoot. We expect these kids to be smart. We expect these kids not to gamble. But then when the parents have other reasons for why they have to do what they have to do, we make excuses for it. Because here's the thing: no person has to work 3 jobs, 2 or 3 jobs, to where you have to make enough money to work these 2 or 3. You may feel like you have to, but you don't have to.
Okay, right.
So what
But
I'm saying to you is
some
we can make
people are in survival mode, right?
Right.
They don't know that.
right.
So they've been
And
living.
that's why I said
they've
we need
been
to
living.
educate adults, not children.
They've been living paycheck to paycheck.
And we need to educate adults, not
I
children.
feel you. I feel you.
Right.
But you being like, let me educate you, and she being like, and she like, my son hungry as hell. I don't got time
Right.
for that. Like, okay, everything you saying, you spitting bars.
Right.
But reality right now
Right.
is my son right here is screaming, crying,
Right.
hungry.
Listen to this.
And ain't no babysitter.
Listen to
I don't
this,
know
right?
what to do right now.
Right.
But to work these couple jobs.
Check this out,
So
though, right?
what I'm
But here's
supposed
what
to
I
do?
think. If I can sit down with you and I can show you proof.
Time.
No, listen, you do have. Let me explain, because you want to.
See how you like you
You
going
won't
you
let
like
me. No.
Because you're like you do got time.
Bro,
how you
no,
telling
listen,
me I
and
got time?
let me explain. If you go to work, let's say, for instance, if you need to start a new job, How long are you waiting for your first paycheck? At least 3 to 4 weeks, correct? Because you got to wait that weekend.
2 to 3 weeks. Yeah.
Okay, so 2 to 3 weeks. But if I sit down and I tell you, now I know myself personally, and I know Miles, yourself personally, like you invest with certain things. So I'm telling you, in the course of 2 weeks, if I tell you that I can help you in 2 weeks make more money than what somebody else is going to help you make that you have to slave for, and I show you proof because I'm willing to educate you, and I can show you proof that through stocks or through cryptos or even through my own personal hard work, I've made more money than somebody has hired me to do in 2 or 3 weeks. It is your fault for not willing to listen. But what I'm saying to you is it's available. People don't want to listen. We need to educate these adults because I've made investments to where I've put $100 in the stocks or a crypto, and in 3 days it was $500. I've worked jobs to where.
I'm just saying, I don't think that they just don't want to listen. I'm just saying.
Society.
But what I'm saying to you is it's possible. But you're saying
don't
right,
have,
and that's why I said we have.
Like you said, you put $100.
We got to.
listen,
You got to be on here and talk to them. That's what's going to get their attention.
But we still have to educate because it's possible. Because here's the thing, though. People will work 2 and 3 weeks for a check for $700. But if I'm telling you, and I said to you, I can show you that I've made $500 in 3 days. Why the fuck would you wait 21 days for $700? If I'm literally willing to sit down with you and show you in 3 days. And that's why I said we need to educate parents.
They didn't want to go to school.
If you can do it in 3 days,
it's too hard.
It's not school though. But if you can do it in 3 days, you have 18 more days to be able to reach out to these kids.
They want fast money.
But that's the excuse for the adult.
They want fast money.
But that's when I say. But like I said, we'll make the excuses for the adults because if it's Miles. You know it's possible in 3 or 4 days to make that kind of money.
You're
right?
absolutely right. You gotta trust the process.
Understood. But there's
used
excuse.
to taking L's. They
and
don't
that's
want
the
to take
excuse.
the L.
Me said it though. You just gotta know who you're talking to, and you gotta teach something that
you gotta find the certain, like you said, the I call them the 1%ers.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So out of that whole school at Wilson, there's probably like 10% of we won't say 15% of the the parents that actually give a fuck.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So if you want to try to, monetize them and preach to them, like everything you say makes absolutely sense. But in the whole setting, like if you was gonna sit down and you said every parent come to Wilson, we're gonna sit down in that talk. First of all, half of them ain't gonna come.
Right. That's an excuse that we make for them.
They're already not gonna come.
Right.
So second of all, so the people that are there, so the half that's there. The half of them are going to say fuck you. They're going to be like, wait a second, how you going to tell me to raise my son, or how you know what I mean? What's my approach? Because it's mine. It's all ownership.
Right.
They don't want to hear
that's
that.
Another excuse.
So and then you're going to have that 10% that's going to be like, hey, he makes sense. Hey, I want to learn.
Yeah.
So, but
10% of that. 10%.
Are you willing to accept that these people are going to tell you fuck you? But
you have to be
right. So that's what I'm saying. As long as you can accept that, I always tell people,
yes,
let's do it.
Yes,
I'm down with doing it.
Yes.
Look, it's people in the chat now. He said y'all can't say that fast money shit. That ain't cool.
It's proof. It's proven though. But here's the thing though, right? And check this out though, right? Here's on some real shit because I know a lot of people myself personally. If I showed you a tangible product, let's say for instance, because we're gonna keep it mild. Let's say if I told somebody right now, listen, I have a pound of weed. I'm going to give you a pound of weed. In 7 days, you can make, and whatever the number it is, people will take that risk. But if I tell people, listen, I have a pound of information that within 7 days, you take the same risk, you can make 3,500. People will look at me like I'm crazy because they don't have something tangible.
Facts.
And it's not my fault that they don't believe because they want to see something or they want to hope. Right. But what I'm saying to you is that is an excuse that we make because just because I say it, you don't have to believe it, but it's possible because it's proven. But you'll believe somebody to say, if you work for me for 40 hours for 3 weeks, I'm going to cut you a check. Bro. So you're willing to go broke for it.
Listen.
And I'm not saying that it's bad or it's right or it's wrong, but
fuck you.
That's the excuse that we make. People don't
right
believe it.
Right now, at your job, you feel like you can make more at your job than you.
I'm glad that you asked me this question.
Right now,
listen.
Because if you do feel like that, why are you still working a job that's taking 40 hours out of your week if you truly believe that at the end of the day?
I'm glad that you asked me that question. Here's the thing. So last year, when I wasn't working my job, like I took like 3 months off, I was cutting grass. In my raggedy ass truck, I made more money cutting grass than I did working hourly up there. Like I really did. And then I was paying child support as well. So my child support was $1,750 a month. So I had to work. But then my child support eventually got dropped. I have insurance. Like I work for the state. I'm a state employee. So the state.
No, you don't have to work. I don't want to hear that.
No.
You just told me
You're right. Okay.
that
I'm
that the female that says my son hungry as hell and I need this extra job, that's bullshit. That she feel like she has to work.
No, I never told nobody to quit
bullshit,
their job.
Not bullshit, but you're saying that she don't need to go work. That you know a way that she can get this money quicker.
No.
know
I'm glad that
than
you asked me
working
that
a job.
question. Okay, here's the thing.
So
Right.
when you say I had a child support that was
Right.
$1,700, I needed to work.
That's what I thought.
Do you have water?
Bro,
I do.
listen, that's what I thought. Here's the thing at the time, because it kept me to the
I'm
point.
gonna-
Listen, it kept me mentally to where I thought that. But here's the thing: at the end of the day, I keep it for security out of fear from taking that leap of faith. But I know at the end of the day, through my own personal hustles, through my own personal finances, and through my own personal investments, I make more money on a daily basis for myself than I do at my job on my days off.
Okay, you said you scared to take that leap of faith.
For insurance for my children.
The girl ain't scared to take
No, but what
You
I'm
can just pay for
I'm not,
your
what I'm saying is to
insurance.
do.
If you making more
that's
money,
Not my only source of income though.
But now we gonna tell you insurance purposes only. Now this insurance game is crazy.
Right.
So the amount of money, the extra money that you actually making, it would, offset that 40 hours because the insurance company is. I mean the job is paying this much insurance, but if you actually sit down and see exactly how much they're paying, they're really not paying that much.
But if you sign up for a personal insurance policy, they're going to charge you more as an individual than a company would.
Right.
The
you
rates are
understand,
different.
but you're making more money anyway. It's that time and money like things. Like it's like for me, for instance, like I do the personal. I sat down and see how much like how much they pay into insurance.
Right,
and I'm like, well, shit. If you're only going to charge me, a little bit more, it's not, they can't just like, oh, we're going to add like $10,000 into your policy or nothing.
If you do private contractor, they will.
See, that's why you got to go to those big ones because those are government. Like they can't do that to the little people. Like that's why when Obama did that shit with Obamacare
Right.
and all that other shit, they subsidized that so those big insurance companies can't just, you know what I mean? But like how you said, I would work if like how you said, to pay the little child support or to the cover insurance part, I would give up that little 40 hours.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I was just saying
Off
2 or
the
3
ring.
jobs too. I'm not telling nobody to completely go broke. I mean, not give up their job. Like we were saying 2 and 3 jobs to take care of kids because I work full time. Like, and I always make sure I tell people that too. Like, I'm not full-fledged businessman. I work a 9 to 5. I've been working since I've been 16 years old. I've been working like literally full time, fam. Like, so I don't want nobody to get it misconstrued. But I've been hustling since I was 12. You know what I mean? So I have definitely multiple sports. So what I'm saying to you is I wouldn't sign up right now to go sign up for another job to make $17 an hour to go work for somebody else because I can make $17 an hour outside of my job. I'm not waiting 3 weeks for a paycheck to make $17 an hour part-time when I can sell you T-shirts, bottled water, or information like that and make the same amount of money that I will wait in 2 weeks for. And then my investments on top. But I do make more money. I make money in my office through my investments. I got a stock group, be chatting and all of that. So there's days where I might make more money on my phone than I do in my office. But my office makes sure it pays for me to be able to free myself when I want to be free. So I wouldn't suggest you just quit your job and jump. But I'm going to one day.
I got you.
Yeah, I'm glad you asked me that question too.
I got you.
Let me get one of them little baby waters too, man.
Oh yeah.
You brought
that
1
was
and a half.
mine,
You got
right?
a rock, paper, scissors.
They
that
back
way.
there. I'll grab it. Hold on. He said you got the rock, paper, scissors. I mean, we can leave it there, or I can
change
ask
the
y'all
subject.
one more subject about y'all.
You could
We were
change
talking
it.
about accountability, and I've came across you was on that post. It's like women go through a lot of stuff with men, and then it was like men suck, right? When is it like
Your feelings was so hurt. Bobby.
so hurt?
Oh, yeah.
Why? Because men
So
suck?
They taking their personal Jones out. They about to drink in here.
Yeah, no,
No, hey, they
But-
Disclaimer, I did not say men suck.
Hey,
It's not
we
my
suck.
post.
you loved
It's
it.
all
I
right.
did.
So you agree. So you agree.
It's a personal.
I mean, when does like the accountability come of like I seen the red flags, but I chose to ignore them. He did this once or whatever, but I chose to stay. It just be like I'm pregnant. whatever he left me, y'all ain't shit. And it's like, I super disagree with that.
I personally do not categorize all men in the "you all suck" pile.
And I don't think
Because if I did,
that person
I would be
was
bitter.
either, for real.
I'd be so bitter, and it's hard. You gotta have some hope. You gotta keep a little
Yeah,
hope
you gotta
alive.
keep
Where was these comments that day?
Oh, because I just said my piece and got my likes, and I moved on. I wasn't about to sit on there all day.
Hey, I don't think y'all suck.
Not all.
Y'all got some
not
issues,
all
but
of you.
y'all suck. Not all. of y'all.
Not even like I said, I don't. Not even to move on that part. I just don't feel like a lot of times there's accountability on
I
women
mean, let me
on
tell you
women's
something.
part.
I'll be straight up honest
And I'm
with
not
you.
trying to
I can
come
be
at y'all.
motherfucking cuckoo certain days of the damn month. Like I can, it's times and I can notice it. Seriously. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's not like a crazy part, but I can sense when I'm just like, okay, I don't fucking want to be bothered with nobody.
Yes.
And it'll be like that for like 3 days.
Yeah, it'd be like
that for 3 days, and then just the fourth day, I just wake up ready to run through a meadow of sunflowers. Like it just like
It's fucked up.
I'm serious. Like I feel like we have a lot that we take on, and a lot of the times, a lot of women when we complain or if we're saying something to you, a lot of that shit comes from hurt. Like we done been through some stuff. Like a lot of women have been through some things. Like everything, even though there are men out there, a lot of the shit that is out here is put on women. I hate to say it. It's put on women. Like a lot of it. A lot of the shit is put on our shoulders. So you don't think so?
Yeah.
I
believe you.
You don't think so?
Think so what?
That a lot of the shit that's out here nowadays is just like it's put on the women's shoulders. The households for one.
Hell yeah.
What?
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
By who?
Yeah.
Just
By the world.
By
Period.
the world.
The world, Craig.
The world.
Not just the city. The world.
world.
Craig.
Like it's put on our shoulders. Like we carry a lot. You
got
understand
to.
what
No,
I'm
you're
saying?
100%
And y'all
right.
do
And
a
I
good
can give you
fucking
an
job,
example.
too, with it.
I used to be married. I didn't want to jump into the whole divorce conversation because I am a divorcee. No, that's
You
okay.
left us hanging on the whole subject, and you wow, sat there
No,
silent.
I'm going to sit back and
Everybody knows
say
who my
nothing.
ex-husband is, and I
It's
ain't gonna put
called
our business on
observe it.
blast.
I respect
But
that.
Observe.
there would be instance where, like I said, I have a son. He would get the diaper bag ready. He would get the kid ready. He would drop the kid off to my mom's house.
Yeah.
But as soon as something's not right, that's my number she's dialing. I was at work. I was at school. I didn't even see the kid yet.
Yeah.
But if something's wrong, it's
It
not,
automatically
well,
call- it
he
automatically-
did
It's a
it.
burden.
Why ain't you have it together? So when it was time for him to take it, all he had to do was pick up the bag. Like that falls on me. Why didn't I have it ready for everyone else in line?
Damn.
Like even so, like even with us being mothers, and these fathers not
Mother Teresa.
being out there like they should. This dude.
He got all the ad-libs, don't he? He got all the ad-libs.
Little amigo.
Like we're making an album.
It's always one. I love it.
Like we're making an album, but seriously, like it goes back to when I was asking my kid's father, like all I want you to do is be there. Not couldn't do anything. So if I'm working and I'm taking care of the kids, running them here, doing this, bringing them home, feeding them, making sure they put the bed, make sure their homework done, making all this stuff, and you doing it on your own, that's a lot. That's a lot. Then you're dealing with a man. Like if you're in a relationship and you're dealing with a man, and this is all young shit. You know what I'm saying? This ain't everybody grows and they learn over time. But if you're dealing with a man and he bringing you the same shit, that's a lot of weight on your shoulders when you're dealing with somebody that does not want to be accountable or don't just want to fuck, but don't want to be there to take care of the manly parts of the house.
What's the manly part?
Oh, I was just about to say, what's the manly parts of the
What are the
house?
manly parts? Taking the trash out?
Right. Is that
Nah, well, look, let me tell you
What?
something.
I mean,
I've
if
been
you
doing
wanna go
this
to the
if-
basics,
yeah,
yeah.
if
Yeah,
you're
just taking
doing
the trash out?
traditional,
Okay, I can do that. I can do that. I can do
What are you
that.
expecting a man
Okay,
to do
what's the
that
man
stay in
ha-
your house?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, well, honestly, in my house, I feel like I'm a 50-50 person.
Okay. So
You
we
know what
going
I'm saying?
50 on the
Because
bills.
Because I have a
We're
business.
going 50 on the
I have
bills?
a business, so it's 50. Hell yeah, everything
Okay.
is 50-50 because
Oh,
I have a
okay.
business.
Okay,
And
we're going
my
Dutch. I
thing
like
is
that.
this, is
50-50.
that if I have a
So if you don't
business
got
and I fall, my thing is this: if I fall short in this relationship, I expect you to pick up where I left off. I expect you to pick up. If you fall short, I'm gonna pick up. That's just that. And then when we together, we doing it. That's just that.
Balance.
So it's it. But if I need security.
Right.
If I don't have no security and I'm with you, then what the fuck are you here for?
For nothing.
Taking up space.
What are you here for?
Another
Like,
child.
Comfort.
like you said, batteries is taking over.
Batteries.
You understand what I'm saying? Like that's
I
what
had
that
carpal
that-
tunnel. It hurt. No shit.
LV, what you mean, bro?
LV supposed to be here.
He said, what about if
Damn.
the he said if they got a man that's doing everything, then what?
Oh, if they got them, who's complaining?
Right.
Who's
Is he
complaining?
allowed to cheat?
Oh shit.
Hell no.
No.
Now there was a lady who said that. She was like, men
You give
from
them
the
too much
beginning of
power,
time have always
Oh, it's always cheating.
wanted
Yes.
multiple women.
Yes.
Always.
Always.
been-
Oh, how do you do with that?
So if he's doing everything
Everything.
and your biggest problem is worrying about
I
you're
would say that's-
happy, but you're not happy because you're cheating. But you're happy besides that.
Everything else is
Everything
A1.
All
else
your
is
other
fine.
cups are full.
Every
All your
cup
other
is
cups
full.
full.
Every cup. There
Do you
listen,
accept that?
every cup is
Every-
full
I
except
mean,
for.
he doing everything. He's making sure the kids good.
Can I
He
cheat?
raising them.
No, hell no. In case
Hold
you don't
on,
come
you-
full.
Can I cheat?
Why would you be cheating?
Your cups is
You
Your
know
cup
they're
is
gonna
full.
say cheating for you is
It's
different.
fucked up
Don't make
society.
that kind of conversation.
No,
Nobody-
we don't want that
Question
cup.
first.
Okay, nobody mess
We don't
up.
want that
All
cup.
the cups is full.
Put that cup
Hey,
out.
I don't
Jeopardy,
want
you
nobody
got-
mess
Put that
up
cup
my
back
hole.
in the cupboard. Okay.
Listen, you
Don't
can't
mess up my
answer a
fit.
question with a
No,
question.
I'm just saying.
Don't
Can
ask you
I
a
cheat?
question.
Don't mess
All
up
your
my
cups
fit.
is full.
No.
Your
Okay,
cheating,
so I'm
your
just
cheating
wondering-
cup is full. Your
Wait,
cheating cup
yeah,
is full.
first, all your cups are full. He's
Everything
doing
is
everything.
full.
Your cup is full.
You happy?
Full
You're
cup.
happy.
Bills
If
paid.
you cheat, it's just pure
Kids
jealousy.
raised.
But little Shay's getting hit down the street.
You are happy, but he just got a mistress. He got a
Little
little.
Shay's getting hit down the street.
You accept
all
It
your
is
this?
cups
not
is full.
1943. You do not gotta live like everybody's
Listen,
grandmother.
listen, okay, because I was trying to figure out a nice way to put this. That's what I was trying to do.
Because y'all
I
grandmas
was
put
trying to
up
figure
with
out a nice
it.
way to
Right?
put this.
Don't mean I gotta put up with it.
Look, if you doing everything and whatnot, and you want to cheat
Everything.
Everything.
why- cheat, and let me tell you, you can be doing everything. That's cool, but when you cheating on somebody, you fucking with their heart. So you taking a lot from that person.
funny.
Y'all know you get them. You taking a lot from somebody. You know what I'm saying? You playing with their heart. You playing with their mind and their emotions. Unless they just game and they like
you sound like
shit.
you sound like you would be on the episode of Snap when you said
I
that.
feel like
I seen it in her
Because it's
eyes when she
true.
said
It's
that.
true.
Like,
you know what I'm saying? Like if you giving me the world, right? And I'm like, I love this man. He do whatever it is and all this stuff. And then you just go ahead and cheat on me. Like, what do you see me as?
They said,
What do you see me
okay,
as?
listen,
It's
but
not-
it's a different.
it's not so
but
much-
there's a different level. They said women, when a woman cheats,
Talk to her.
Okay, when a woman cheats, they said that like
It's
they're-
more-
they're it's more intimate.
Yeah,
Like, it's,
we just want
it's
to.
more
more
intimate.
mental.
Like a man
We
can
just see
cheat
her
and
body
go back
and I
home
just-
to the wife
yeah.
and fuck her. Like, oh, I love you, babe. We're here. Like you said, I'm here 100%
I married
for
you because I literally like you.
we said we
I
we
just
talking-
wanted to hit
we
her.
said we was talking about
Like,
this.
I literally like you. I can be in the house with you all
I
day.
can talk with you. I
But
can
these
do
other
things.
females, I just seen her and
Detachment.
was
See, that's
fat.
why they said it's
Damn,
more. It's
I
more
hate to sound
hurtful.
like that,
And
but
I
that
know
is-
it's more fun. It's
No.
fucked up.
Okay, you hear
It's
how
more
I'm
of a double
glad y'all
standard.
talking about this.
It's a double
We
standard.
talking about
It's
this
a
last
fucked
time?
up. It's a fucked up double
But you hear
standard.
how it
It
sound? You
is.
said it sound fucked
Women
up by
can't
you
do
saying
what
that.
the man does. I don't give a fuck in which way, shape, or
and
form
when
you
we're
can
saying
do it.
that,
It's a
we
fucked
are
up double
openly
standard.
admitting
It is.
that is fucked
But
up.
we
And you
all
can't.
admit
It's
it.
We can
inevitable.
admit that. We
We
can
are
admit that
openly
as
admitting
men.
it's
Yeah, we
fucked
all
up.
fucked
When we are
up.
saying that it's a
It's
double
fucked
standard.
up. It's a
Yeah,
double
it is.
standard.
It's fucked up.
And we
It
do
is.
outnumber y'all.
So no, you
Right.
can't
So
cheat.
I know that.
No,
It is. You're
Hell no,
right.
you-
Yeah, we
Yes.
outnumber
Hey,
y'all.
but listen,
Hell no, you
hey,
can't
this was
cheat.
crazy. She avoided the question by asking that question. Can I cheat too?
No,
You
no.
know she would accept. You
No.
might
My
accept. So
answer-
would you accept it?
My answer
Your
to
cups
this
is full.
No, I wouldn't. You want to know why?
So you gonna
Because-
empty your cups out?
Because I don't know.
You gonna sacrifice
I heard
all those
you say
cups
this
over one
time.
cup.
I heard
Don't
you
quote
say
me,
this.
sister.
You gonna sacrifice
No,
10
I heard
cups
you
for
say
one
this.
cup?
What he
Uh-oh,
said.
get it.
I heard you say this one time that mental stability is the number one thing. That's the number
For
one
me.
thing. I've heard you. No,
For
for
me.
anybody.
I can only speak for myself.
Who out here can be mentally stable and
Nobody.
function?
Nobody.
No one.
She gonna
Who?
quote me.
Who?
Right here. We got one. We found a winner. Ding, ding.
You are mentally stable, bro?
I mean, you
Get
know,
your ass
but
out.
Right.
But mentally, like seriously, your mental is. Some people don't take cheating like that. Some people don't
No.
just be like, "Oh, my man
Yeah, I
cheating,
know.
but he
You
pay
right.
the bills." You know what I'm saying?
He coming home
Some,
to
he
me
coming
at
home
fucked
Some
up.
people don't see that shit.
No, it's fucked up.
Yeah,
And you're
some
playing with
people be
people's
like,
agree.
damn.
You're playing with
I'm
people's
in here-
energies,
I'm
as
in here
they
cleaning
say.
this man
People
house.
are
I'm
bringing
in
the
here.
energy.
I heard
No,
you.
I understand.
Hold on.
It's just
I
a
heard
question.
you say
Yeah, I mean,
your own goddamn
Yeah,
self.
because it's the
It's just
mental.
fucked
Oh,
up.
So for me
No, it's
personally,
fucked
for
up.
me personally,
I was
no.
about to say, I think a lot of women would sit here and say, like, let's say they man is the rapper, yeah, I mean, he got everything, but she taken care of at the crib.
Let's
I
not.
think
No,
a
you know
lot
what?
of
We're not going to
women
even
will
stereotype
accept-
the rappers. Fuck
No,
that. He
I'm
works
just saying
at
'cause
GE.
he got money. No,
he
he
works
up.
at fucking
He
GE.
up.
He goes to the fucking Ushers Club, gets drunk. He go
Hey, man.
and he
You
goes
about
fucks
to get
fucking
somebody
little
in trouble
Susie.
right
You
now.
talking about somebody
And
else?
he
You
goes-
talking about some-
Somebody.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying?
Listen,
But he going home to his wife, like you said.
Listen,
everything's paid.
I ain't tell him.
But fuck.
Let me tell you something.
think there's a lot
I
of
heard
women
this
that
from
accept
an old
that.
guy. This old guy I used to take care of. He was a trucker. He said every Friday when he came
Oh,
home.
they getting cheated
He
on.
said every Friday when I came home, he said I gave my wife my check, gave her the whole check. He said gave
Yeah,
her my
fuck
time,
them.
gave her my love. He said the next day I went to the next door neighbor's house, did what I needed to do with her, took care of her and everything. And I said, do you think that
Not
your
next
wife?
door.
And he said my wife was
Right.
happy. And I said, do you think she was happy or do you think she was fucking? Cause trust me, you ain't home Monday through Friday.
She was fucking.
Okay, so that's the only way. So there's never gonna be. I don't think a
So
woman.
then that goes all the way
It's
back
just gonna
to the
accept
first
it.
question
Yeah,
of
and
happiness.
She gonna play it like it's cool,
Play it like
So
it's
don't that go
cool.
all the way
but
back
she
to the equal
really
happiness
behind
thing?
doors
Was you here
doing
for
her
that?
too
But,
for her
yeah,
happiness
but
and
for
her
happiness.
sanity.
But you got some people
Right.
that are super
So how
loyal,
do you rate
super
the
loyal,
equal
and they ain't
happy?
gonna cheat. They just
Well,
gonna
I
kill
mean
your
that's
ass.
balance. If
Thank you.
he is taken away from you in that sense,
Thank
then you
you.
take him away from
You-
him.
yeah.
Happiness comes
fucked
at
up.
boom.
It
there we
is
go.
fucked
It
up,
is fucked
but
up.
it's a double-edged
Damn,
sword.
it
It's
is.
not fair.
So ain't
We
no such thing
said
as
there's
equal.
a lot of women that won't admit it, but I mean,
Not
I said there's a
LV.
lot of women that won't admit
Not-
it. but
she
there's
said
a
not
lot of
LV
women
said.
that hook up.
Say it again.
So he was saying, like, you gonna throw away the 10 cups for that
For one cup. You gonna
So
throw.
what happens if he finds
But
out
that's
and
the
he's out
thing,
the
though.
door,
When you
throw
got
away
that
the 10
one cup, it feels like there's holes in other cups. Okay,
Yeah.
so
Can't you
There you
looking
go.
at
Wait, hold on, I
how?
wanna-
If you looking at all the cups in your face, you like, damn, this one cup ain't.
Like,
But
we're
damn,
talking-
all
we're
these
talking
cups
he's-
is
he's
filled.
everything.
Like
But are
right
they
now,
half full or are they
I
half
can,
empty?
I can.
These cups
I'm
are
pulling
full.
them- Oh, I mean,
But he's
full
cheating.
to the
So
top.
he's not my mental and emotional if he's
Like,
cheating.
Right, so those cups aren't full, but the other ones.
He's your financial rock.
I don't think you can be mentally stable if your man is cheating on you.
I don't
can't
think
lay
so,
up at
too.
night
For most
and be
men-
comfortable
Go
with
ahead
my
and pass
dude
the mic
going
to
to
my
live
man.
with somebody else.
For most men, it's not mental.
We
It's
know.
literally, I see a fat ass.
It's
and I
physical.
wanna
Oh
go
yeah,
catch him.
yeah, I
You
get
know what
that.
I'm
I
saying?
get that. I get that.
So
The
But
thing
on
about
that
women, they
level,
think
I'm
that
with
we
you.
are in
No,
love
I
with the
guess-
woman.
I guess
if
we
you
be
cheat
just
or
wanting
do
y'all
something,
to
they automatically
understand.
Yeah,
think
because
that.
it's like for what though?
Hold on.
Why?
Listen, we be
so
wanting.
Like you
First
said,
you're
it's an
gonna think those
impulse. What if
thoughts.
it's a fucked up impulse?
for them 2 minutes of
It's
pumping
not
you about
fair.
to do.
By no means am I
Ain't
trying
no
to-
2
Yeah, yeah.
minutes.
Oh, I get
Definitely
what you're saying.
7.
I get
What
you're
if
saying.
right?
He's literally
Say
filling
it, Bob.
cups.
Give it 7.
Once a month he steps out, so 12 times a year he cheats on you. Are you willing to throw away?
Me personally, yeah.
12 times. Damn,
Yeah,
that's not.
Yeah, you can
Is
get the
he
fuck
wearing a
on.
condom?
You can get the
Is
fuck
he
on.
paying
And
her
that's
rent?
the
Now
way
we
it
got
is.
He
stipulations.
got
Now we-
extra kids.
Okay,
running
okay,
around.
so
I mean,
she's
no
not.
lie.
family
If I
pictures
get
in
married,
there.
I
So
would want
what if
my
he's
wife
not
to feel
doing
like
nothing?
that.
It's strictly,
Yeah,
it's
that-
strictly
like, that's
sexual.
such
He
a
ain't doing
fucked up
nothing.
feeling,
You
like-
know what I mean? Like helping the
hold
other
on.
person
Hold
out.
on, hold on, hold on, hold on,
that's
hold on,
just
hold
a,
on.
to me, it's just a fucked
Hold
up
on.
feeling. Like I'm laying at home, I'm laying like you said with the, like it's just like how you said with the rapper.
It might happen while you at work though. You might be at work. You know what I mean? When you come home, you lay up. He might come get into bed with you, but he just know when to and when not to.
What are you talking about?
Smelling
I mean, you
good
talking about the
pussy.
cheating and all that. You go to work. Okay, you go to work your shift. He do his thing. He make sure everything is lined up to where it.
No, what he was saying was
You don't
how I
even
feel
know
when I
about
leave
it.
this
Master
man.
cheater.
And yeah, I
Right.
would leave this man
Master.
because you ain't gonna fuck with my damn heart. I just don't feel comfortable with laying up every
Okay,
night.
but now
and knowing
hold
that my
on.
man is
So
out
you know
fucking.
what?
I
Now
can't- and
now
just
this
'cause he
break
taking
now
care of
break
the
this
bills?
down.
That's all y'all trying to
No,
convince
here's
Break
the
this
other
down.
like
Hold on, I
cheat.
got some.
We
Here's
going on
a
trips.
plot twist. Here's a plot twist.
Oh, jeez.
What?
The white woman accepts it.
That's her.
Come on, man, don't do that. You about to start a whole.
Hey man, next
Well,
time we'll
that's
talk about it.
And then go ahead and do
Hey, we at
it.
18 right now.
In the white
Yeah,
society,
no.
hey, they work at a
You know
different
what?
algorithm
Hey,
than we
man.
do.
I do
It's fucked
hear that a
up.
lot more than it is a lot.
It's
Hey,
Well,
what
no,
the
because I go
fucking
back
okay.
to our
Did you hear about
grandparents,
them
though,
people at
they
your
accepted it
insurance? The
too, though.
CEO of insurance, he was getting caught. He's married, got children, all this other
Why Jeff
motherfucker.
Bezos left his girl though?
Hey man, why she
Nigga,
leave?
come on, man. Y'all got the most money in the world. You still gonna leave this nigga? You got people.
She
They got back.
him.
Right.
Didn't she
It
leave
ain't
him?
about money all the time.
No.
Y'all don't
Funny
understand.
is-
Somebody
He wanna go to
She got
space.
Hey, it's not about
What?
money all the
Hey,
time.
LV,
And that's the problem. They
That's
think
the
it's
problem.
all
Y'all
about
think it's
money.
about money,
Who?
but it's not about
How?
money all
It's
the
not.
time.
So
Even
what
though
made?
that's
Did you
life,
look at
but-
Jeff Bezos? Do you see what that man look
Did
like?
you see his wife? They look good together. Well, his
Right,
ex-wife.
but
Oh,
he.
you saying the same?
But
they're in
I'm
the
just
same
saying,
category, right?
But no, they're in the same
The same
agree, but you gotta.
JCPenney catalog.
He had to come because they're more intellectual because that's a smart woman. Jeff Bezos' woman is like a very like when you know
he like if my wife
I ain't got no supermodel woman. You know I'm not.
Right,
you know what I mean.
genius.
I got
Together.
to articulate 9 times.
like an art
It don't. It's fucked up as it is. Like the real smart ones ain't the real pretty ones.
I ain't say that.
They ain't always smart.
say
Like
that.
I'm talking about like you seen like NASA, you be like, man, this lady look like she fucking 57.
Yeah.
These NASA scientists,
Yeah.
they look you
Yeah,
like
be
damn,
sitting in the
it's a black
microscope all
woman.
day.
I'm like, but damn, she looks
Hey.
58, but she said she's 36 on here. How
So
the
wait a
fuck
minute.
is she?
This person
50?
that y'all talking about, I work a lot, so I don't even know who y'all talking about. Who is this person that got divorced and whatever y'all speaking like?
Dude,
Amazon.
Amazon.
This man who?
Amazon.
Amazon.
When he got a divorce,
Jeff Bezos.
His wife became the richest woman in the world with like 37.
Not just the city, the world, Craig.
Just off a divorce.
By himself.
Talk about a come up.
Talk about a
For
come
real.
up. Look at her.
But no, like I
To
was,
sit there and say that, like,
it's fucked up.
It's not everything, but like she just got 37.
She must have been with him
For
straight.
just-
He didn't have nothing because he
Probably.
didn't put no. He ain't slide no
for you
pre.
not-
Yeah,
for
and now
you
she's
not-
by herself with
Oh,
37 billion. Is she
right,
happy?
and had a
Everybody
side
else
At the end of the
nigga.
day,
And had a
it don't
side
bother
nigga.
him though.
Was in the metaverse
Like, what does he
with a
really need
side
the money
nigga.
for, fam? Like, what does he really need?
He was
I don't
in the
know.
metaverse
At
with a
this
side
point,
nigga.
like,
Oh shit.
So you just feel like you feel like that. You also agree, Corey, that you like, man. If I don't care what you bringing to the table, if you cheating, that's a big no go
It's
for
a
you.
deal breaker.
Okay.
Is there-
Is it a big deal
So what if a
breaker?
nigga dumb?
That's a big deal breaker.
So what if we everything else but the intelligence cup ain't full? So you're willing to accept a man who's unintelligent?
I
But
think they are.
Would you accept somebody
Or
that was
somebody
fully
who's broke?
faithful
Not
and
completely,
provided
like
nothing?
he's-
it's women
No,
who
no,
take
no,
a
no,
man
no.
in their
Take it
house.
back.
Common
Take it back.
sense,
Would you
or-
accept a man that was now? We gonna switch the cups.
Right.
Your emotional cup now
Right.
is full.
Your
Right.
emotional
Your
cup
faith-
full.
Emotional
Your
cup is
emotional,
full.
your, I mean that cup
Overflow.
that was empty.
Filleth.
Your feelings, your emotions.
But a nigga like Norbit.
no,
joint
right?
overflowing.
You got that, but them other 10 cups,
Is halfway.
What's the other 10?
quarter, a little bit here, a little.
On your preference.
Yeah, I mean, little in
Right.
your bit. See, that's what I'm
Which
saying. So,
cup
would you
weighs the
accept
more?
that though? Is that acceptable?
What would I
Like, if he
accept?
Would
can't-
you,
if he
would you
can't hit
accept
it right.
that cup though?
If he can't
you
hit it
got
right.
a 12 pack of cups, right?
And
You
he
got a
can't
12
hit it
pack
right.
of cups, and you
Yeah,
got.
he can't hit it right.
He can't hit it right, but he don't cheat.
You do not. You got to
He-
bust
he
out
ain't-
that rose
he
every
ain't
time.
financially
Every
stable.
time y'all lay down, you got to bust that rose out to finish the job.
Is you taking that? Right.
But,
you
all
accepting
but
that?
all my other cups is
But
full.
all your other cups is full.
I don't know. I feel like I do it good enough for me, so I'd be alright.
That's fucked up. That's
If the-
crazy.
if the
crazy.
dick
Hey,
is
man.
getting
We're
hard,
off.
that's probably
We're
not.
getting
Next
good
week.
dog.
Oh wait, go ahead.
That's
No,
crazy.
okay.
No, go
So
ahead.
wait, he said that if she was only getting me emotional but nothing else, would she stay? Is that what you were asking?
No, I just one of the cups is empty. Like y'all making it seem like that
Like
is
you
the
said.
heaviest cup.
That was the heaviest cup.
Okay.
So there's no other
In
cup
that
that where it's lacking.
conversation, that was the heaviest cup because that was the spotlight cup. We're talking
Okay,
about
so we got
badass
12
numbers.
cups, and that cup right there is the heaviest. So let's say it's no cheat in the. So the cheat cup is no cheat in the cup. But let's say the financial cup is, he on your couch like, bruh, man, he's still trying to
Like,
get it,
Yeah, I'm bruh, man.
but he ain't got nothing.
on the game.
But he loved you.
All
He
day.
motivates you.
Literally
he ain't
nothing
cheating.
else.
Eat your
He up-
coochie
Right,
every
he'll fix
day.
your car, all that. He just ain't got no money. Is that
He
cup
ain't
still allowed to
going
be empty?
nowhere.
That's
you,
a hard one
you
for
go
me.
home.
It's a hard one.
You be out all
You
night. You
don't
just know
have
your
any
niggas at
money.
home. My
At
niggas
home.
at
He's not
home.
getting no checks.
Like
Is he just getting small
like
checks?
he missed
Small
out.
He's
checks.
getting
Mr.
VC
Doubtfire.
coins
What is that?
Right.
on the
On the
Xbox.
video game playing your son's video, but outside you come home,
VC
kitchen
coins.
clean,
But
all
you
of that.
come- everything's right.
taken care of. Your son
You can
love
lay
him like
down.
that.
like
You
that
can literally
house-
lay down
house husband.
and
No,
open your legs
don't
and
label
he
him.
just.
You're a man with an empty
he's
cup.
a house dad.
No, we ain't no.
House.
His cup is
That's a
empty.
house dad.
No, we
How
ain't
would you
doing
accept the
He
house
got a
dad?
cup that's empty and it's
House
That
it's
cup
the
empty as
financial
shit.
cup.
Financial?
It's empty.
You a house dad.
His financial
House
cup
dad.
is empty.
How do you expect your woman to
See
be?
what I'm
I
saying?
didn't say nothing.
House
Yo,
nigga.
How do you
bro.
expect my
Can
woman
y'all
to
accept the house dad?
Thank you.
House
Will y'all?
nigga.
Oh,
House nigga.
oh, the bum.
house
What,
nigga,
let's
that's
call
so
it a bum
negative.
bomb.
Right. They want all
He on
that.
the
So all the
couch.
cups gotta be full.
He ain't doing nothing else.
Hey, he
But
taking
it's not
something
like
off
he
my
on the
shoulders.
couch being a bum.
Oh, see, now it's levels too. So here's the thing. Hey, but here's the thing though, right?
Your house clean.
Wasn't no
Your pussy's
stipulation.
ate.
Listen, bro. Wasn't no
But you
stipulation
just
in
ain't got no
cheating.
money.
Hey, bro,
Right,
they
no
ain't say,
money.
well, if he just
No
sucking
money.
on some titties, then maybe. Like
money.
now it's a
You see
stipulation
what
with the
I'm saying?
brokenness, but
the
cheating is
other
out
cups,
the window.
he
Because
was
a man
motherfucking
accepts
breaking your
a
back.
man accept the woman being
Fucking
broke.
had you out here
Oh.
squish
Like,
squash.
because a man know he can go fuck another woman.
You living in
And then wait,
motherfucking
hold on,
LA,
wait,
got no money.
wait.
That
Hold
other
on,
shorty
hold
might
on,
be
hold on, Mila, hold on, bro, hold on.
But he might
hold
just
on.
be doing a little dip
Nah,
dap,
time out.
here and there. I'm not
Time
saying all
out.
the time.
Hell
A
no.
little dip dap.
Hell no.
He
No.
don't even get an
So,
SSI check. He's
so
like,
if,
nothing.
if you ain't bringing
Nothing.
if you ain't bringing nothing to the table, right, and I'm paying all the bills and
But
all
I'm
this,
faithful as fuck.
you know what I mean?
I'm super faithful.
You know, a man,
You taking the kid to karate in the morning.
Karate.
a
daddy.
man will
Fuck
take
up.
off quicker
I'm-
than that. Like a
I'm
man to
fine.
take a
I'm
woman bringing
super
nothing to the
Jody.
table.
I'm super
A
Jody.
a man to take a woman bringing nothing to the table. And you saying the only reason is being because he know he can go hit something else.
That's 50% of it.
Fuck out.
Are you more prone to accept it if
no,
you not bringing nothing to the table?
I'm okay. No, I don't want you to take it. I don't want you to think.
No, that's real.
No,
You gave a
listen,
real
no.
answer.
No, but
She
seriously,
mean that with
he
all her
know
heart.
he always can get something else. Like I said, y'all know we outnumber y'all. So if he's bringing a woman to the table and she ain't got
No,
nothing,
that is not always why. Sometimes we, as men, being the protectors and the
And
leaders
that's what
and all of that we sometimes we do like y'all
like the
enough
protective nature
that
to it, yeah.
we just want to take care of you or be there for you or do this for you or do that
They
for you.
exist.
It ain't
Oh,
always.
shit. Oh, I was about to say the door just opened.
Oh, look, I see pussy. I didn't even know you was coming,
She
girl.
came in this joint like with force.
I just figured you pop up.
You like 2 hours on time.
But
How you doing? It's good to see you.
No, and that's what I
Hi.
was gonna say. Like
You on my
just-
seat?
guys. Y'all see yourself as protectors. Like y'all can, I can carry this. I can do this. I can take care of this.
Right.
Woman, I can do this. But
I ain't
then
doing
again,
I ain't doing
But
no
then
jumping
again,
shit.
what?
but then again, y'all know y'all can
Fuck
also
'em.
go out and do whatever you want.
Let's go.
I'm just saying, y'all ain't
What are you
taking
whispering?
no man that ain't got nothing to the table and just bringing them in like we do y'all.
Oh.
Maybe
I
if
ain't
we
say-
maybe if we
let
got
me
maybe if we
upgrade.
started off talking and we was together and I had my shit together and I fell off, you would still be there. But coming into it, if I have nothing, you ain't gonna take me like we take y'all.
That's a lot.
Who said that?
It's a lot of
Dang,
it's
I'm
a
about
lot
to
of
say
women
it.
out here taking care of men.
Right,
A lot.
but not
Taking
coming into the situation of him not having nothing.
Beginning.
Yes, sir.
I don't
It's
know.
around that
Yes,
time of
sir.
year,
For
too.
the longest, I thought I had nurturing written on that damn
no.
forehead.
They out here looking around in people's
know.
houses.
Like the Grinch, huh?
It's a lot of broke
I don't
niggas.
know, y'all.
Beware, beware. They're looking for a house. They're eating coochie.
Have y'all ever
on
had a
demand.
woman like
They're eating
take
coochie to
y'all
get
in
the
when you
crib.
had nothing?
Do not.
Have I ever?
Fall.
We get overlooked. We don't even
Victim.
get looked at.
You
Hey,
ain't-
excuse me.
You ain't never just had nothing that no girl said
You're broke.
and ain't never been with you.
What?
Ain't no girl. You mean to tell me that at one point in time, if you was ever down, no girl ever just looked at you?
I
looked
was
your way?
right, but I didn't meet her that way.
I didn't.
That's what I'm
girls
saying.
didn't like me.
We may have been
until
together,
I was
then I
like
fell off, and she
24.
stayed around. I ain't
don't
saying
know.
y'all don't do that,
Well, you're also
but
like in the military. You
me-
were
Right,
overseas.
right.
We weren't looking at you.
See, damn it.
But I mean, what type of girl, what type of women are you
God
trying
damn
to
it.
talk to? Because if
You're
you
right.
any.
no.
If I
Y'all
look
be trying to
broke,
talk to the
y'all
girls,
look past
to the
me.
women who only date
Men don't
drug
be like
dealers,
that.
Who only date like big balling drug dealers, and y'all be trying
Do
to talk
not
to
sell
girls like
drugs.
that.
No.
And then you be like,
Who was y'all?
oh,
Hold on, wait, because you can't come in here categorizing
No,
and
hell
categorizing.
no.
You can't ask to be uncategorized and then categorized.
Will not.
I'm saying you
Y'all-
came in here uncategorizing
I'm
and
saying
categorizing at the same time.
I'm saying
You came in
it.
here,
Y'all
you been talking that-
will not
Just
talk
pointing
to
the
some dude
fingers.
with some busted kicks come walking up to you and talk about, hey, what's your
It's
name?
never gonna
You
go
look
down.
like,
You ain't go- it's not
I'm good,
happening, man.
player.
Fuck all that
but
shit.
We'll look at you with
Women
your
is-
busted kicks and
they
be like,
looking-
shorty fire, she got potential.
Right.
I can build this up.
Hey, this is the difference between people's
I'm telling
inboxes.
you,
Hey,
niggas like it up in the
Y'all
chat.
this is
Just come
called
on, just
the
too. I
difference
ain't never
between
seen
my.
you
just walk up to the
This is
woman,
between the
bless
difference between A inbox and B inbox.
Nobody.
Hey, the male's inbox, women are in there. They're looking for an upgrade. Okay.
What we
And
looking
the female in the female inbox, they're just looking to fuck. It's two different
Ain't
inboxes.
looking for no upgrade.
Damn.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying? It's
Damn.
fucked up.
Damn.
Talking about
It's
who's
fucked
that?
up.
Yeah, you gotta
You see
listen,
what I'm
no,
saying?
You got a
You see
point,
what I'm
bro.
saying?
When you say, I think about what you said.
Yeah.
No.
You see what I'm
got a
saying?
point. You got a point. You got a point. Like, let's say, for instance, let's say,
Don't
for
come in
instance.
them bitches'
But-
inboxes just trying to fuck.
They don't know how
Every
not
day.
Okay,
to.
listen. Besides just trying to fuck, we come there trying to either get to know you or whatever the case may
y'all
be.
We can
Like he
upgrade
said,
you.
as
We
long
are
as
the
that's what
master
he's saying.
builder.
What he's saying is, like, okay,
We're
so-
a master
What's your favorite
builder.
color? Red. What color's your
But
nipples?
y'all,
What type of drawers you got on right now? You got on thongs?
Oh, you a social worker? Send me a picture.
Hey, he just
Send me a
said it.
pic.
You said men go in women's inbox because they want to fuck.
No, that's not what he said. But that's
So,
how
No,
it's
there's
because
two
here's the
different
thing, right?
types
Check
of
this out.
inboxes.
Two different types.
Like, say for
Okay.
instance, if I were to
Alright,
inbox
my
her,
bad.
right? And if I were to inbox her and I was to say, hey, what's up with you? How you doing? You would immediately take that as, oh, this nigga about to try to fuck me, right?
Period.
Let's be real.
Period.
No.
no.
Nah,
Well,
man,
okay,
come
well,
on.
not
Okay.
you, but okay, not you.
Okay.
No. We're just talking about in
You wanna feel
general.
like
We're
that?
gonna
She
say in
would.
general.
Society, right? In general.
In
Slide in the
general.
camera and say, I
Listen,
would.
You say, hey, how you doing?
If I were to just, if I as a man were to just, if I were to as a man were to randomly inbox you as a woman, immediately,
Saying, hey, how you doing?
hey, whatever, what you
Nah.
doing? Hi,
When
whatever
I think
we
you
gonna
want to
say.
have sex is when news become
No, but
what's
here's
up,
the thing.
sexy?
But I'm
Okay,
saying
so
to
if
you,
I come
were to
like
say,
that,
what's up?
so no, if I
Yo.
come like because like me, I'm in, like see that's what I fail at is my inbox game is sucks.
But no, check this out though, right? Here's the thing.
It
Even if
sucks.
so, if a nigga was,
it's
if
weak
a,
as fuck.
if a man
Like,
were to inbox,
I can't inbox. If I inbox you, you're gonna take my inbox. You're gonna be like, what the fuck is wrong with this nigga?
Right, but if somebody were to
Like,
inbox you and
this
say, hey,
nigga
what's up,
is
sexy? How you
weird
doing?
as fuck.
Or
I
if somebody
can't-
inbox you
I
say, hey,
don't
what's up,
inbox.
sexy? You would think that was some type of pass, right?
Sexy, you start calling me
It
sexy.
depends on how you
Hey,
feel.
beautiful.
Right,
Okay, I didn't know you
right,
inbox
right,
you and
Okay,
say.
okay,
Right,
wait.
but what I'm
Go
saying-
ahead, make
but
your
what I'm
point.
saying
Make
to
your
you
point.
is-
Make your point.
And y'all would think y'all would take it that way. But if a woman were to inbox me, hey, handsome, how you doing?
They're
I'm
looking for
I'm
upgrade.
supposed to
They're
take
trying
it
to
as
upgrade. They're upgrading. They're looking for upgrade.
Wow.
Because why the fuck is you up at you? Because if well,
I mean,
no, let it. I'm just saying.
That's what
do
I'm
happen.
saying.
Them do happen.
I'm
That's what I'm
just
saying. But what if I say,
Like,
hey? But what if I say, hey, sexy to you, and I just want help? You looking at me like I just want to fuck. But if you say, hey, handsome to me,
What you want
like
help
he's
with?
saying,
you looking for
you looking
upgrade.
to upgrade. What if
You're
you
looking for
The thing
upgrade.
is, no,
It's
no,
a double
I know
standard.
something about
Wait.
I get what he's
What
saying.
what are we asking?
No, he was saying it's a double. No, what he was
No,
saying
I'm
is
just
two
saying.
different
I'm
types of
just saying.
inboxes.
There's just two different inboxes. Like how we was talking about like accessibility, shit like that. You know, in the women are not going to accept a broke nigga. Period. And what we say broke, like I said, a bruh man. They do everything else except they do everything else.
Like if we come into your inbox and y'all go look at our profile and all that, and
yeah,
we
you
look,
already did your
and
search.
we
You're gonna be look. You're gonna be like, how many?
We feel like y'all not giving that a chance.
You think all women are like that, or just a certain group of
a
A
certain
majority,
standard.
not even a certain
It's just a
like
standard, a
a
certain-
gold digger or
right,
this.
right.
I think there's just a majority,
Because
way more
everybody's
women
gonna-
that look for
Shout
that.
out to the average girls.
Shout out to them.
There's like
They're
12% of
winning.
y'all. We feel
Average
like-
average girls is
Bummy,
is
no, I'm
winning.
not gonna talk to you.
See,
But that's 'cause
exactly.
I'm not bummy though. I'm not bummy.
But
I have a car.
you love
But see-
him. His personality
I
is
have a-
Right, right. What happened with the personalities? And
He
he
eats
can bring this to the
coochie
table.
every day.
Oh, he
If I
has
didn't
great
have-
eyebrows.
But if I didn't have
He
these
eats
things,
coochie every
then I would
day,
need to lower my
and-
standards. But I have these things. So why would I
He
wanna
fries
talk to somebody who ain't
chicken.
got no car and I got a
fried
car?
chicken.
He fries chicken for you.
Let you borrow my car. I got shit to do too.
Now it's different.
But
if your
babe,
car's
I eat
a car.
coochie,
Right. I got
and I cleaned the house,
and I watch your kids.
and I washed your kids.
Watch your kids.
Exactly. You're not fucking with me.
Car, right? He doesn't show a car on his Facebook, or he doesn't show that he has like brand new pairs of shoes or something. In his
Yeah.
Do y'all even give that a chance, right?
You don't even give it a chance.
Hell no, because y'all
No,
ain't see it.
no, no,
It also depends on
We
what
don't go into it like that.
nope.
Do you want to come
I
to
think
my
we
house
kind of
and
went
show
all
you
over
work?
the
Can
joint
I
with
take
this
you
one.
out?
Ooh.
That part.
Things. Taking me out is that's you trying to get to know me in the light of day.
How can
Or
you
I'm
say
trying to
that though?
fuck.
That's what I'm saying though. Here's the thing though. How
automatically
can a
they gonna
woman
think you
ever
trying to fuck.
I
explain?
have technology
Listen,
restricting me.
how
from
can you ever say, well, my
taking
if I
me to
don't
such
say if I
places.
don't say to you as a woman, hey, I want to pick you up and take you here and do that, how can you tell me what my intent is as a
The
man?
same
If you,
way he just said that our intentions was to upgrade when y'all. We said
No,
something
I'm
else.
just saying.
that's what
I'm
he
just
was saying. That's what he
saying.
was
That's
saying.
what-
A double standard about
Yeah,
it. though.
that's
So
what
is it
it's.
bad
He
to
wasn't.
ask
No, he
for
wasn't saying it's a
for
double. He was saying the way
It's
it's
just two
the way
different-
it's viewed.
Yeah,
he wasn't
that's
saying
how
that's his
it's
thought
viewed.
So is it
process.
okay
He
for
said
women
fried
to
chicken
ask for
and baby
intentions?
shit. You fucking.
Oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
So okay, so you
Niggas
say,
always go
but niggas
ghost.
get. I'm speaking from
Yes.
my experiences.
Okay.
I'm not gonna
Yes,
speak for all.
you gotta
women.
go ghost.
The niggas that I have experienced when I ask for intentions,
Right.
that's when they be like, "Oh, you want a relationship," and they go ghost. But it's not me looking for a relationship.
Right.
You
It's
just
me
want to know their
literally asking,
intentions.
What's your
Their
intentions?
Right.
So I
Okay.
know how to move. So,
So
if
you know
just-
how
if
to
you wanna
move.
hump,
Okay,
If
yeah.
you want to hump, then I'm gonna treat you like
I want to hump.
Okay.
If you want to be in a relationship,
I don't
then
like
I'ma
that,
treat you
though.
like,
grown.
okay.
But why
I
can't
don't
Talk
like
wrong.
that. Ain't no,
Why?
cause I don't know. I
Talk
don't like
about
that.
it.
I just don't even like how it
Treat you like
sounds.
you just wanna
No, I
hump.
know it.
Hey,
No,
man.
you're right.
Y'all
I'm
like to
telling you,
subscribe,
you're
man.
right. No, you're
What's up with
absolutely
y'all?
right. You're
I always
absolutely
say
right. But I
Go
don't
to
like how it's
YouTube,
said.
100, you tell me
like,
what you wanna do.
subscribe,
You tell me what you
share,
wanna do.
All that.
comment,
All
all
that.
that. My bad.
Me,
I gotta
like,
get
yeah,
that
I
in.
might say at the beginning, you're just trying to hump, but the vibe might be right. And
Right.
But that's where
Talk to 'em,
communication
talk.
comes
That's
in.
where
So you need to
communication comes in.
communicate.
Talk to him, talk.
See,
But communicate
it's
that.
too much. See, here's the thing. Like, and somebody said earlier,
Is she already closed that door?
it's too much.
But that's okay. Then you
It's
gotta
too
move
much
on.
control.
That's
It's
okay.
too much.
I want you.
Just
Fuck
like
that
for
door.
me- just like for
Fuck
me-
that door.
just
I
like
want
for
you.
me- Just like for me, if a dude comes up to me, he like, oh, I want to take you out and things like that, and he get to know me, he don't, and he not feeling me anymore.
Right.
He needs to communicate. Well, I'm not feeling you like that no more. But maybe I got bomb coochie and he still want to hump. Okay, well, say that. Say that.
Talk
But
to him.
don't.
But 9 times out of 10, you're not giving up the coochie then.
If he say
Coochie's
that.
not going to give
You wanna know
up.
what's
If a
crazy?
man comes up
Facts.
straight up at a time, you're not giving up the coochie.
Facts.
Unless he gives
It's
it
a
to you.
finesse. You're not
Facts.
taking that
Listen.
serious. If it's a motherfucker that
Facts.
just
The
inbox you
motherfucker
like,
just inbox you and
listen.
say,
I'm
I
trying
just
to
trying to
come hit.
hump. You ain't
Eggplant.
even gonna try to
Turn
hear
up.
that
Here's the
shit.
thing, though.
Eggplant.
Some people
How
are
you just gonna
some-
come at me like that,
some
like I'm
people
a
are-
hump?
Listen, some people are
depends
so
on the
open to be
need.
boisterous and say, people are willing to be like, well, if that's what you want, then just say that. But then when you honestly tell somebody, like you're looked
Shut
at
down.
or you're treated like, even if it's not shut
You're
down,
a
even
creep.
if somebody wants to disagree with you, it's no disagree. Now exactly. Now you all is
creep.
like, if somebody were to be
Oh,
like, well,
yes.
listen, at the
You're
end of
a
the day,
creep.
you know, I know we and you
You're
really
a
can't
weirdo.
deal,
Yeah,
but
you're
at the end of the
a
day,
creep.
I think we should still just keep fucking. A woman to be like, oh, now you think I'm some type of whore, blase, blah, but you'll ask for the truth, and then the truth is not respected.
So that's why we don't be
truth
giving
is
y'all the
never
truth
respected.
sometimes.
Now we gotta be specific.
That's why we don't be giving the truth
Y'all
sometimes.
ain't giving up no coochie if someone say I'm coming to get the
Hey,
coochie.
Hold on.
Because you categorizing all of these niggas, like you talking about bums.
I've been trying to talk to different men.
but
I'm
Y'all
just saying.
keep popping up.
They ain't gonna accept it.
Hold on.
If you
Oni.
can't take it,
Oni, hold on, bro. You going in.
Oh,
You
yeah.
going in. Hold on. Yeah,
I'm
y'all
pointing
going
at
in
you,
over
nigga.
there.
All right.
Go ahead.
You,
Go
nigga.
ahead.
No,
You.
okay.
Y'all
I was trying
going
to
in.
think back. Okay, I get what you're saying when you said if y'all talking and you like, okay, man, it's saying, we don't click compatible, but we have great sex.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm
What
saying?
if he has a shrimpy?
Oh, he gonna get
Well.
left on the sideline.
Wow.
Sex
You
is
ain't gonna
important
work
in
with him?
relationships. Sex is important in relationships.
You ain't
That's
gonna
a
work with
good
him?
question. Is sex is it
What do
is
you
it
mean by
important? Is
shrimp?
it
You mean
is
like
it
this?
You ain't gonna work with him?
You mean like this?
shrimpy?
Where's
Wait, no,
the?
who?
This
Who
is
said
a
that?
Shrimp.
You ain't gonna work with him?
Who said
Like a
that?
show.
How
It's
do
pretty
I
thick.
work with this?
I don't know. I'm just.
It's kind of thick.
Shrimpy.
I can't work with this.
That's it.
See, man.
See,
Like,
see,
I mean-
bias.
See,
See
man.
now, that's why. Now
some
you
people
What
gotta
if all the other
understand.
cups are full?
Hey, what are we
Right,
even
all the
talking?
cups
Hey,
are full.
What if all the other cups
All
are
the
full?
cups are full, and someone coming
Filling
up
up all
with
the
the
other
shrimp.
cups. Your emotional cup.
Oh,
He
they're
being
playing
there. They're
Sexually.
mental.
What if he's not there sexually?
That'd be.
That's
I can't
fucked
avoid
up.
them.
You guys asked if sex
And you
is
seen
important in a
no,
relationship.
okay, people. This you seen Will Smith that
Sex
he
is
put out there
important.
that
It is.
it came to a point that Will Smith that
Will Smith done cut his damn head.
yeah, fuck that he used to gag when he used to bust a nut.
doing him dirty. She doing my man.
He had sex so much that he cheated or did so much that he used to gag on the
Free will.
like
what?
from having an orgasm. He said he used to throw
what?
up.
That's unfortunate.
So imagine you just having sex and then a motherfucker just throw up right after.
That's it.
You bust a nut, throw up.
Is he throwing up in the
front of you?
like in the bin?
You just hear him go in the bathroom and just start throwing up.
Okay, who made it to the bathroom?
How would you feel?
Hey
Everybody's
man,
thrown up
free
before.
How
will,
would you
man.
feel?
Put
I don't
free
like
will in the
Did he tell
chat,
me
man.
before he- on- yeah.
Free will,
I don't
don't like throwing.
Oh, free
so-
will.
Free will in the chat,
I
man.
don't even like, and I throw up.
Oh, I don't know
So,
what I did.
Hey man.
I don't know how to deal with that.
Yeah, where are we? Yeah, where we at right now? Where do we at
Well,
right
what's
now?
the point of that? What was the point of that?
What she was saying is, you was asking, though, is sex important?
No, it's sex important.
Before that-
is it really important? No.
I don't know what we got before that. Yes.
Hell yeah, sex important. Hell yeah. That's all.
But off all the other cups are full,
I'ma
and that
tear
one just
myself
happens to
up.
be
Yeah, sex
slacking.
is important.
We ain't okay with that.
I'm gonna tear myself
If
up.
all the other cups are very, very full.
Very, very. Damn, they got to overflow.
You can teach
Oh,
somebody.
you like, oh, wish she was came here a little bit ago.
He ain't
Oh,
willing to
You
change.
can teach somebody. I think you can teach them.
Can't
If
nobody
you ain't
teach
without
yourself
now,
better than
now.
yourself.
He ain't willing to change that. He said, "I'm cool with what I do." And
I'm just gonna sit
You
here.
have to be willing to change it. Just like I think when you're having sex with someone, you have to be able to communicate what you like, what you don't like.
Yeah, we
when
said
someone
that.
does something that you don't like, and if you're not willing to change those things to satisfy your partner, I don't think that's ever going to work because someone's always going to be left unsatisfied.
what about if he's like,
That rose is not satisfied.
I've done everything else
It's
to
ready.
do. I done changed everything about me, but I ain't changing it.
Free will.
No, that's not going to work.
It's y'all, like,
That's not going to work.
we need to talk
Are you
about
over there vibrating?
He is rosing right now.
He over there rosing.
I have
That
to
motherfucker
have
Rose
Rose
get the.
And we putting free will in the
Do
chat.
it when it has
Hey.
the
Y'all don't feel
pulses.
bad for Will Smith? One of y'all was like, free will.
Yeah, free will, man. Gagging when he
Free will
nuts.
from what?
Honestly, I
From
want-
what?
From Jada, from that
Will
thing.
She out there-
cheated on
devil
his
woman.
wife with Jada.
She out here publicly
That
humiliating
devil
him.
woman.
Till death do 'em part.
Thank you. I'm gonna be, hey, listen.
That's all that.
To death do 'em part.
Till
That's all
death-
that.
Both of them
his
to
wife.
shut up.
That is white.
That's always gonna
Both
be
of
his
them
wife.
to stop
Right.
sharing their
Till death
relationship.
do
They're
them part.
oversharing
What
at
is
this
what is
point.
Will sharing? Will
Oh my
Will
God,
just
the
over
other
here
day-
working
the
and
other day he
doing
did an
movies.
interview And he said that he used to do things like what did he say? He rephrased it basically saying like how jealous he is of Tupac and how there were certain things that he would allow Jada to do and like in reference
That's
to
why I
Tupac.
said ball now.
That's
Bro,
his right.
stop telling us. We don't need to know that. Like,
That's his truth.
no.
Let him
I don't
talk
need to
his
know that.
truth.
No,
He talk-
I want them to shut up.
That's why men can't talk.
No,
Nope.
no, I want her to shut up too. She's the one who started this.
Okay.
She should have shut up from the beginning.
All right,
I'd
that's all
rather
I-
hang with Jada.
No,
rock
her
What?
red table talk should
I'd
have
rather
focused
hang
on
with
everybody
Jada.
else but her. I'm
rather hang
tired
with
of hearing
Jada.
about Will and Jada, and I'm tired of Jada being the one embarrassing this man, and then Will further embarrassing himself. And then, and at first, I was like,
If
damn.
you're married,
At
what
first
should
I was like, damn, like honestly, Will kind of deserved that because he cheated on Sharice with Jada. Like he wasn't even fully out of that relationship before he started fucking with Jada.
Hey,
but now
you
I'm
lose
like,
him how you get
damn,
him.
But she's
That
still in love
part.
with Tupac.
You lose him how you get him.
Young
that
Bo
man
was
is dead.
fucking
if you
around.
Will or Jada, what y'all do?
Young Bo.
I would stop telling everybody our business and live our life. If that's what y'all want to do, and that's what's
I
working
don't feel
for
like
y'all,
they going
I want y'all
crazy
to
in that
stop.
That young Bo was
Yes.
fucking her.
They
Fuck
going
that.
cuckoo, they cuckoo. Like you
As
said,
soon
you
as
can
I
watch
would've
your
fucked
business.
out,
Oh,
You can
family
watch
nuts.
it.
It's about your
I
business.
found out.
We don't need to know.
Hey man,
everything.
hold on. Is there anything
I don't-
else y'all want to get out?
We used to say you want that Jada and that Willa. I don't even want nothing close to it.
Yeah, that's why we cannot
like-
be
I
hung
liked it
up on
better
these
when I didn't
relationship
know.
goals
Absolutely.
and hung up on seeing what we see on TV and thinking that these people have a perfect life
That's a
and
fact.
not knowing that behind closed doors these are the things that they go through and what they are willing to go through and
Yeah.
still stay together. So when y'all see a relationship goals, know that sometimes behind relationship goal there's cheating.
But I feel like
there's-
they're staying together because it benefits them financially. They're not staying together because they want it. They're staying together because it looked like that's what their brand is. They've started this brand.
Man,
of
the whole world see
Will
this
and
brand
Jada.
crazy.
But I'm saying like their brand
I feel
is
you,
Will
though.
and Jada. Like yes, Will has his own brand separately. Yes, Jada has her own brand separately. Jada, what?
Yeah,
Jada,
Jada
be
eating
killing it
too.
in these shows that she
Yeah.
does. She has her own brand.
do music.
She's dynamic
she
when
do
it comes to
music too, though.
acting.
She do music.
And Will is dynamic when it comes to acting. They have their own separate brands.
Fuck them.
Oh, don't. It's not. It's not equal.
But if they separated,
It's not equal.
If they separated, they're fucking up their brand. And as a
Will make more money doing this shit.
Way
Jada
more.
got a lot of shit going.
Yeah, she
right.
do.
That's what when I say
She bring bread in.
And Jada
this ain't
would be
Beyonce
fine.
and Jay-Z.
But Beyonce and Jay-Z also are two couples that if they were to divorce, both of them would be fine.
No, I meant I mean, I'm just saying she bring a lot to the table. That's why I said
Beyonce brings a lot to the
That's why I
table.
said Beyonce.
Jada does too, though.
but not Beyonce table. Her table don't look like Beyonce. That red table,
on, I'm
cute.
about to level
That
up.
red table, fire.
I'm about to
That
level
shit
up
is fire.
real quick. Hold
Based
on.
off of her gender, or is she not getting paid solely based off of her lack of talent?
I don't think it's her talent. I think it's her work
You think she as talented as Beyonce?
Well, Beyonce, listen, y'all know how.
And I'm not even a Beyonce fan.
Beyonce in her own category.
Hey, man.
Sis be doing.
Let's just talk about it, though, y'all. I appreciate y'all. Damn, everybody done got up from the table. Y'all trying to smoke weed. Listen.
Not me. I have a good job.
Yeah, we got,
Not on camera. I said they is. They're back there behind the cameras smoking. If you smoking. Gas, I appreciate y'all. Y'all good. I mean, I say gas. Damn, I did too many gas stations. Y'all can still talk. We ain't gonna go nowhere. I'm just saying we ain't gonna lie. Yeah,